it. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right.
What's up, girl? What's up? We in this bitch. Okay, StreamYard working again. I ain't gotta be out here going through the highways and the byways, doing what the Lord told me to do with OBS. Thank you, Jesus. I'm happy to be here. I hope y'all are too. Check this out, money. Before we get into the show, make sure y'all are liking the video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Most importantly, make sure that you subscribe to BondyBlue Bites. That's my secondary channel, girl. We're going to be releasing bites on there today if you have missed it. Because sometimes y'all need refreshers and reminders of what be going on because it be the same people in the news cycle every three to 4, 5 weeks, girl. And so you be forgetting about all the shit that didn't happen just in the past couple of months. I forget about the shit that happens. I talk about it and then forget about it and then go re-edit the shit like, girl, when did that happen? So I need y'all to go on down and support. Also, Reset by Design Wellness is taking trips, girl. Upcoming wellness retreats. Elevate your mind, body, and spirit on an unforgettable experience designed especially for Black women. Our retreats provide a safe and welcoming space for you to explore yourself, the local culture, and the reset of your life. Our team of experienced professionals will guide you every step of the way, providing you with the tools and support you need to have the best time possible. Come away feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and at peace within yourself. Join us on a journey that will stay with you for years to come. That's not the right one. Shit. Okay? Just edit out that. Okay? Africa, because I can't pronounce it right now. Tulum. Okay? We going all around the world. Where the hold up? Retreats. Riviera Mara. Bali. Mauritius. There you go, Mauritius. Is that it? Mauritius. I had to look at it again, girl. All right. Reset, honey. Reset. Okay, get into it. And follow them on Instagram as well, okay? Come and be a part of the clique, girl. Relax, relate, release. Okay, Whitley said it best. Are there any New Orleans people in the room? Are y'all doing Pride? Talk to me, New Orleans people. Are y'all doing Pride events? Comment in the comments and let me know. Let me know where I might need to pull up to, because I'm trying to see if I can stay awake to go to this late ass event that they having tonight. I'm trying to see, but like you tell me something starting at 10 o'clock, child, and I'm just like, girl, 10 o'clock. Like it start? Girl, you tell me it start? Like I'm the older. It needs to start at 8. Okay, so I could get there at 9. Okay, so we can be up and out the way by 1. Like what be going on? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the topics for today because it's a lot going on, girl. It's a lot going on. It's so much going on. So many good conversations. If y'all were on my Instagram earlier, shout out to y'all because we had a good conversation. Let's start off here.
Wee bit dramatic.
Are y'all ready to party?
In the beginning, we were still finding where we were going.
We were together off and on for 11 years before the final fall.
I hated her.
I hated him. I didn't think that we would get back together.
She got me, y'all.
He wanted to get got.
Not y'all looking like girl, if they not giving skeezy scammy pastor vibes, he looked like the pastor that used to be a pimp that's got a good story to tell about all of the terrible, nefarious things he was doing back in the day before the Lord dropped in and saved him. Okay? And she looked like the hood girl that sees this as an upgrade of the hood girl aesthetic to become the church woman aesthetic. Okay? That's what it looked like to me.
KK is my first child, so I'm a little more frantic.
My parenting style, just don't burn down the house.
Wake your ass up, it's daddy.
Stop. Your daddy is crazy. We have grown. We're adults.
But
Is that right?
we're still trying to have fun.
There's a slot machine calling my name now.
But marriage is hard.
It's black and white ball night, and my wife is not here.
I'm still undecided about the whole Motown Christmas Day.
There was a contract that was signed. I was ready to be sued.
Nelly and I didn't really finalize where we were going to live.
I've made it very clear how I felt. I'm not living in New York.
This is not going to work.
God damn, what's that on your finger? With our lives moving so fast, it's not perfect, but we can work our way through it.
Till death do us part.
We belong together.
No matter how much you get on my nerves.
All right, y'all. We gonna be watching. We will be watching. Yeah, we're gonna be watching, girl. We're gonna see what it's gonna give. But I feel like history tells us. History tells us that these things never go well. But people don't recognize how not well they're going until it's too late. And then by that time, everybody can see it. It's gonna be on Peacock. It's gonna be on Peacock, y'all. Yeah. I'm a firm believer that 99% of these niggas ain't shit. And then you add wealth and access, and you add getting away with things for an extended period of time because of your celebrity and shit like that. Yeah, girl, that don't leave a lot of room for responsibility, accountability. That don't leave a lot of room for maturity and shit like that. Like, that don't leave a lot of room for that. But I'm excited to see how it's gonna look for them. I'm excited to see how it's gonna look for them because we don't know them. We don't know them, girl. So we gonna see. Oh, girl. So Ralph, give it up, Ralph. Give it up. Give it up, Delicious. Like, my God, nigga. Let's be clear. Tampa was resolved before we started filming Real Housewives of Atlanta. Our first day of filming was our actual anniversary, August 21st, on camera. You saw a fabricated reenactment for TV that evolved into the villain versus damsel narrative. After filming, we celebrated our anniversary and went to Chateau Elan. By the way, text message, y'all. I'm guessing this is him. By the way, I went to the beach. I needed to spend some time with God, gain my composure, and truly understand what I'm doing. Anytime a man that ain't got no God in him, no other time, tell you about how he needed to go sit with God, please understand he bullshitting you. Please understand he bullshitting you. I feel like a lot of manipulators love the Lord and they love church. They learn manipulative language there. I went to my new place of refuge and desperately needed to get away. I needed to find my happiness. You don't know, but I was at a critical breaking point, and leaving was by far the best thing I could have done. I'm so confused. Are you telling us that this is fake, but that this is the text message that you sent to Drew after you left? What the fuck? Although it hurt you by leaving, it would have hurt tremendously more if I stayed. That sounds low-key like a threat. It's actually easier to communicate through text because you don't have somebody arguing when you're being bullshitty. They can't pick up on your eyes or your voice or whatever bullshit might be seeping through the self-expression. Girl. Context and nuance is often lost. in text. But it's so weird for me that it's so often that men will present you, or, I'm saying men, y'all know what I mean. People, period, that act like this. They will present you with evidence that they think is showing the other person to look bad, but it's actually showing them to look bad. And that's what he continuously does because, baby, it was first he said that it was fabricated. First he said the whole storyline was fake and that she was playing the damsel in distress. We understand them refilming a scene that happened off camera to introduce y'all to everybody else. People often have scenes like that where it's something that happened in real life and they just need to reenact it for the camera so that the camera can catch it. And you're on a reality show, so that's what you're being paid to do. It's not that it's not real, it's that you have to reinvent a real moment for cameras because cameras aren't always there. But you showing us this text message shows us that you left. She didn't know where you was, and that it hurt her that you left, and you're validating that. So I'm so confused about how she was playing the victim.
I want to record it. I want to record it. All right. Get you at the same time.
What is that supposed to mean? You show us a video of back when she was still trying to be with you. What that supposed to prove? Oh my God. This some old text messages, y'all. This is him. If you want to talk over me or interject, I'm shutting completely down going forward. I'm no longer fighting to be heard. Good luck truly understanding through assumptions of what I'm saying or doing. Okay, I truly did miss you and was extremely hurt. Not sure if you realize. He says, that's fine, yet you still don't know or understand why I left. By the way, I went to the beach, needed to spend some time with God. This whole thing right here. Yeah, nigga, the projection, the flipping it, the playing victim after you've done the fucked up thing. Wild. Marcus, I'll be that morning. I heard it was good this morning. I had a situation, so I didn't make it. I'll be at the dinner tonight. Good to hear and all good. We'll see you soon. I don't know what this was supposed to prove. You have my debit card. Can you bring it in? I don't know what any of this is supposed to prove. Ralph is a fucking weirdo. And
I want to record it.
Like, I don't know what you thought you presented to us, but put the phone down. We would love if you would put your phone down. Okay? Kenya said, corny snitch, you lost. Now take your corny receipts and go away. Like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. The love and support was real. I wasn't just a husband. I was a partner, investor, music producer, and strategist behind the scenes. I poured in Drew's career before and during RHOA, helping shape key moments like the autograph with LaToya and the infamous dog bone with Fathom. Our mission was clear: to turn Drew into a household name, build businesses, and create a lasting legacy for our kids. And you didn't do any of that. And it seemed like Drew did her part. I told Drew several times over the years to show up authentic and make reality TV match our reality. Unfortunately, here we are. But nonetheless, I wish her well. I'm so confused about how it doesn't match your reality when it obviously does. Your victim playing narcissistic asshole that continues to try to make her look like the bad guy while you treat her like shit in private. That's what we see. That's still what we see. I don't know what anybody else is saying, but I feel like we're still on the same page. Girl. I don't know. Okay, I don't know, girl. So I guess Monique heard us talking about her and she decided to come and explain some things. Cause I was like, girl, talk to us.
Since I've been gone, every time I've been asked, I've been like, no. Even this year, like literally, I said I declined probably a good 7 times. And then something happened. Something changed. And I was just like, I'm not the person that I was. And a lot of the reasons that I said no was because of the person that I was, and I'm not her anymore. So, what better way to test my healing? But no, for real, I have been running from the platform that gave me a foundation out here in these streets. And when I really thought about it, what was keeping me from returning was a lot of fear, and it was also a lot of PTSD. You know, I was built way different then. I'm built a little better now, and giving everything that I have going on in my life between my business, Millie of Essentials, which has been extreme since I've been gone. Every time I've been asked, I've been like, no. My business, Millie of Essentials, which has been extremely successful. And then also my book that I've been working on, which for anyone who's been following me consistently, y'all know I've been talking about my book for like at least 2 years now. It's been a work in progress. It's also something that's near and dear to me. And I love that you'll not only be able to see the levels of growth that I've achieved when you read my book, but you'll also be able to see it now on TV as well. So I have been able to move past that, and it's my season. I'm stepping into my season. You know, I feel like everything that I've gone through up until this point has been for this moment, and I'm really excited. And yes. I'm not worried. You know, I'm like, I put my ego in check a long time ago. I put my ego in check during Love and Marriage DC. How about that? But I've grown so much, and I know who I am, you know, and I have nothing to prove. My business.
Okay. That makes me feel good. I can see them up in the check, them offering her way more money. And when they offered her way more money, her being like, you know what? That nigga didn't give me enough money in that divorce settlement. Let me go ahead and get this little job so I can promote my book and so I can further promote my other businesses. It's a good place to be in. I don't think it's a bad decision. I think it's a good decision for her. It's going to make me go back and check out some episodes because, you know, I fuck with Monique. But I'm just going to need for her to step correct in this time. Like, don't be trying to control shit to the point that you lying about shit you don't need to lie about. Like, just to, you know, control the image of yourself. Like, don't do all of that weird shit, bruh. Be careful with the way you align yourself with Miss Ashley, because you know, I don't know if you know, but y'all be acting like these people don't showcase themselves very often, that you can't really trust them. And you can play the game with them, but you have to understand you playing the game. Zuski, thank you for becoming a member. S Brown, Janae 87, thank you so much for becoming a member, and thank you for the super chat, love. I appreciate you. I do. But I'm excited to see her, and I absolutely no, I have not talked to her recently. I would love to know what the book is. I mean, I'm sure she's gonna talk about her life. But I would love to know what's in the book, girl. Cause like, yay. So once she back on the show, if she want to talk, she know my door is always open. Okay. So yeah, congratulations. We're gonna enjoy that. Just for fun.
You also said, I love Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
If anybody tries her when it comes to that sorry ass man,
Right.
it's do or die fight for me.
Right.
How do you feel about Tory Lanez getting stabbed 12 times?
I feel like a lot of people get stabbed, and like that's okay. Maybe we should be doing it more.
Please.
Maybe we should be stabbing more. Shiv in the pocket.
And did you see that Drake posted a petition to pardon Tory Lanez this morning? How do you feel about that?
That's so tired. I love Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
I love Kendrick Lamar.
They not like us.
That's where my white woman shines.
Please.
Kidding. Completely kidding. No, it's dimming. It's dimming.
You also said, I love Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
If anybody tries her when it comes to that sorry ass man,
Right.
it's do or die fight for me.
Right.
I love her for this. I love Renee Rapp. For this. And I think it's very, this is one of those things where I feel like this should go to show you that all skin folk ain't kinfolk and all white people aren't racist. This is where the not all comes into play. And it's still so small of a speck. You gotta, you sure you're not racist? Okay, girl. All right. I was just making sure. Okay. That as a black person, girl, you know what I'm saying? You always got to be making sure and shit. But I love to see it, because at the end of the day, the way the black community loves to uphold degeneracy, because at the end of the day, the community is not okay, girl. The way they love to uphold degeneracy and ignorant shit and think that that's the right way to be. I love seeing a white woman who y'all can't do shit to use her influence and her power to say, Everybody gets stabbed, B. People get stabbed every day, B. You know? So yeah, that was fun. Portia Williams scores big prenup win against Simon Guobadia. Judge orders $40K a month alimony just after his deportation. Simon must pay up even from Nigeria. Bitch, let me read the specifics, okay? Portia Williams is officially walking away on top after the court enforced prenup, ordering Simon Guobadia to pay a whopping $40,000 a month in alimony and foot the mortgage on their $7 million home, even though he's now in Nigeria following deportation. That's because that probably was a part of that prenup that they went and signed. I think that he was trying to backpedal and pussy pop on what the agreement was. But yeah, no, that's probably what you agreed to. Simon reportedly overstayed his visa, was detained by ICE, and deported within the past few days. Despite that, the judge ruled he must continue payments and cover legal fees, and even their Rolls Royce is part of the deal. Now Simon will join the divorce proceedings by video from Nigeria, and Portia secured her peace and her assets from afar. Well, good for you. Love wins. Okay? Love wins, girl. Here's the thing. I don't know if you'll actually be able to get anything out of the scammer, which is Simon, but I also feel like that means whatever he doesn't pay, if he comes back into the country, I believe then like you can call the federal hood on him if he refuses to pay. It basically makes him, as soon as he steps on soil, if he's not paying, he's going to be liable for what he hasn't paid. It's $50K going to cover the house, the Rolls Royce, and the lifestyle, though. Well, I mean, she's still getting her check from Real Housewives, but the extra $40K a month, girl, I think that should do the job. I think that should do the job. I mean, shit, that's way more than a lot of other women is out here getting from these. Y'all was in the comments talking about how much $5,000 a month was so much money. Okay. So, congratulations to her. I still don't like her, but I'm not mad because I don't like him at all. So, I ain't mad about it. Okay. Sleep back up, baby. No, I miss your call. I ain't picking up that shit. Okay, you guys. So, y'all know the tea on the streets all week, and the tea was lukewarm, girl. The tea was, chilled. You know what I mean? Not on ice, but kind of like when my coffee sits here and gets cold because the air conditioner is blowing on it. It wasn't hot. We had so much other things going on. I feel like we were talking about Yandy because it was light. Nigga talking about Yandy because cheating is light. Okay. My God, what the rest of the stories have been. Okay. Yandy Smith's alleged UK lover has come forward. Yandy got a nigga in another country. My girl. The reason why I'm saying that's good is because it's showcasing how far away the nigga had to be so he ain't cause no issues with Mendices. It's good planning. You was using your thinker on that one, bitch. If you didn't have faulty friendships, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't have friends that was grimy like this, you would have been able to keep this type of Mac to yourself. And honestly, I would appreciate this type of macking if you weren't so judgmental of other women in public. That's lame shit to me. I feel like when you know what you're doing in private around some shit, you should actually carry yourself like you know what you're doing in private. I don't want us to ever be able to pull something. This you? After all that shit you said, bitch, this you? I don't want us to pull up like that. But no, that's another thing. Mendices probably, I wonder if he can actually, no, they went to Dubai to get married. So he can travel out the country now. But I think it might depend on what country too, because certain countries have different rules. Like certain countries will let a felon in and certain other countries won't let a felon in. I think it depends. I'm not sure though, but it's absolutely given that nigga would never want to go to London. So that's what my little side piece gonna be. My little side piece gonna be in a country this nigga would never think to fly to. Been pimping. My God, okay. Child, when you thought the girl was a bottom bitch and she turned out to be the pimp herself. My God. This man came out and said, out of respect for everyone involved, I've stayed silent as the internet did what it does. But to be clear, yes, I was involved with Andy Smith. And it wasn't just a one-time situation. It happened over a period of time. I was clapping those cheeks loose. I'm not over here to argue, defend, or point fingers. I take responsibility for my part, and I am moving forward privately. I won't be speaking on this again. Respectfully, let's all move on. I don't know why you decided to tell us that.
Took me away from my birthday.
I don't know why you decided to tell us that. I also feel like if you a pick me, it don't matter how you try to big pimp, you still a pick me, right? Because that's some pick me ass shit to invite your best friend out of the country for his birthday and then make it about you by making it like a situation where you just cheating with this. Like you really just going out there so you could see this nigga, but you acting like it's about your friend, but it's really not about your friend. It's really so you could see this nigga, but it's his birthday. If it was any other time, I would just be like, child, friends help each other cheat, I guess. I don't know. Okay. But this situation, I just kind of felt like, Yandy, this is why you got to stop being so much of a pick me, because like a real friend, nah, I'm going to take my friend somewhere else and we going to have a good time with just, us as friends. And I make sure that I'm celebrating my friend and this is about them and not about me and the side piece. But after I finish spending time with my friend, that's when I would but I wouldn't be at dinner and have the nigga sitting at the table. I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just know, bitch. Like, I honestly feel like you got money. Go take your friend to Jamaica or not Jamaica. Take your friend somewhere where gay people can be left alone without being, bothered by motherfuckers, okay, on the street. Yeah. Go ahead, take your friend somewhere like that for maybe 2 or 3 days, okay? And then you let him stay wherever y'all was supposed to be at, and then you go fly somewhere else to meet with your man, okay? But you don't use your friend like that. Like, I feel like that's the behavior that should let you know she wasn't never really your friend. But the dude coming to tell us about it is giving hoe shit. Like, this is some hoe shit. I never understand how men can be so player, and when it comes to certain shit, they won't say anything when it comes to protecting a man. But if a woman is doing the same shit as a man, them niggas will run tell that and spill the beans so that they can bump fists and elbows with one another about how they both fucked you. Like, yeah, I don't like this man. I don't like this man. He looked good, but he acting like a bitch. Because there was no reason for you to come out and say anything. Like, if you know what the internet does, then you should know that ignoring it is usually the best way to handle it. Now you're validating it. Now you think that means people gonna leave you alone? You think people gonna leave you alone now that you validated it, and now that's gonna add even more to the situation? No, you wanted this attention, but you also want the attention from the standpoint of, I gotta make sure the bros know. The bros know that I'm not trying to I'm not trying to hurt Mendices. That's really what it is. Like, it has a tone of, I gotta let the other bros know I'm not trying to hurt Mendices, but y'all know, how could I turn down coochie? But, bros before hoes, but I can't, like, that's why I'm coming and I'm taking responsibility, knowing that you're not the one that's going to actually have to be harmed in the process of this. Like, you ain't nobody about to do nothing to you because you fuck Mendice's old lady, nigga. You in London. It don't even fucking matter. But for you to come out and validate it for her, I think that it puts her in a precarious situation. And that's the reason why I feel like the nigga ain't shit. Cause you laid down with her, but now you're gonna throw her under the bus and then say, child, yeah, it was me, but I'm gonna do right by now and move on. Like, Yandy is single. She's not legally married. You're right. You're absolutely right. A lot of these niggas love the validation more than coochie. Abso-fucking-lutely. Nah, he wanted to jump off the porch, and so he did. Clown. Yandy is single. She ain't married. I know that's right. He wanted fame because he ultimately wants clout. They do anything for clout. Anything. Rachel, thank you for the super chat in euros, my love. Hey, Bondi, this is just because I never get bored of your content. Keep shining, lovely. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, facts. Male validation. Right. Like, why don't you just go jack another nigga off and get out of our face with this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of my face with it. All right, y'all. Let's move on. Joey Chavis. Okay. One of, your favorite celebrity it girls. And I'm saying this from the standpoint of I'm starting to believe all of the girls have been victimized. Not because I was about to say pass around, but I feel like that implies that the woman is the only one at fault in this situation. And I don't like that. So I'm trying to change the language because I feel like it's given that some of these women are being disseminated throughout these groups of men. And the women may think that they're doing it on their own. Like they think they choosing these men on their own, but really the men are seeking them out and then talking to the man that they've been with before in order to gauge how to handle the situation. Like it's very, very weird, but it's definitely giving Hollywood men like to cycle through the same group of women over and over again. They like to abuse and use the same women over and over again. And the way y'all make it seem like it's, oh, all of these girls are just prostitutes. And I'm just like, yeah, but it's not from the perspective that you have. I have it from the perspective of they're all being victimized. That's what it feels like to me. And what I learned, growing up, I don't know where everybody else was, but what I learned is when girls are victimized when they're young, i.e. Kanye, get them while they're young, you then put in the programming for them to go around giving their body up to people who don't deserve it because you've already taught them that all that's really valuable about them is their sex. Once you've already taught a woman that, once a woman has already assigned that she is only her beauty and her hustle, her body and her ability to get money, like once she's assigned that that's her only value, I feel like those men know it. And then they start seeking those women out, knowing that those women want to be with men who have money. And then y'all are like, oh, y'all want to be with men with money. That's how y'all get in that situation. It's like, so what we were supposed to do, go be with a broke nigga and be a Tyler Perry play? Like which one did you want? Which bad choice did you want us to make so that you could blame us for it no matter what we did? Rod, thank you for the super chat, boo. I know that's right. Yandy laughing my ass off. Next season storyline about the hit. I know that's right. Come through, bitch. Give us something new. Because we tired of you hoes acting like them same 99, 2000 thirsty for a man-ass women. Even though you got a great education and a job, but you still somewhere rubbing your knees against carpet behind some ain't shit ass nigga that can't even spell words. Okay. And this is always me. Who doesn't want money? That's always me. That's always me. Broke niggas degrade women too every day, B. Every day. But it's like as soon as the girls use the beauty that the world has assigned to them, because they know they're beautiful, but there's something specific about the way these men assign beauty to certain women that's based on colorism and featureism and making other women feel bad. Like, y'all, that whole colorism, like all of that shit is triangulation. Being like basically telling you that you're not as good as this one so you can feel bad about yourself. The one you think that they're treating better, they're telling her the same shit. If you think Caresha didn't hear that Cassie was the good one, just like Daphne did, you fucking stupid. Just like Cassie kept hearing about Kim. I wonder if Kim was hearing about Misa or J-Lo. But let's hear what happened, girl.
Y'all, the picture that they sent over, it looks like a long sleeve dress that's like has jewels on it and a thing hanging on the side. I was like, oh my God, so cute. At no point do we know that it was a cutout. But whoever was styling her should have said, hey, there's a cutout. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And when she put it on, I think they were like, oh man, we didn't realize. Oh gosh, what do we have to back up? No, they don't have to back up. We're in the trailer. She has to go out. What? So she was just saying she didn't like how she had to like do this the whole time. She just felt kind of like, you know, weird and uncomfortable. And I was like, well, yeah, because it's inappropriate. But yeah. So yeah, she had to deal with thousands of grown-ass people talking about her, saying, I know her mama, but her mama ain't do the motherfucking thing. Mama was not in attendance. Mama was not around. Okay? Mama would have had, if I was there, I would have went to the closest whatever, or Instacart or some little, you know, little black shorts to put underneath. But that's just a mistake. That's not going to happen. Right, I would have right there at Macy's or somewhere. Of course I'm clearing it up because a lot of these people are trying it. Like, it's cool. You have your comments. I had my comments. I saw it when y'all saw it. She went from the trailer to we had no time to even speak. I didn't say, oh my God, let me see her. Nothing. I saw it online with y'all and I said, so yeah. Yeah, the one with her and Tia was really cute.
She wasn't there at all, you guys. She wasn't there at all. It's not cap. She wasn't there at all. Joey wasn't there at all because this is Bow Wow's daughter too. And Bow Wow posted that she just dropped the little girl off with him for the summer. That's what he said. She just, her mama dropped her off for the summer. So y'all know what that means, right? So look at this little girl, y'all. Look at this little girl. First of all, she looks what? 12, 13, 14, maybe in that age range. I don't know who her father had styling her, but she looks uncomfortable.
Say this is BT and we'll be back.
This is BT and we'll be back. That's all I said.
Just say, yo, this is BT. Matter of fact, do it.
And look, somebody said all she had to do was pull that scarf up. I don't think so. I think the way it's hanging, there was nothing she can do about trying to cover that peekaboo. To me, at the end of the day, the outfit is inappropriate without leggings or something on under it. And so I am specifically looking at who is the stylist, who told the stylist that that was the look that they should go for, who approved the look. If Joey didn't approve it because Joey doesn't have custody currently because the child is with the dad for the summer, that means it's the dad's responsibility to look at what his daughter had on and surmise whether that was okay for her to come out on the BET red carpet around all of these grown-ass creeps. But that makes me feel like Bow Wow is a fucking creep. I know people like to act like, oh, it's just an honest mistake. No, it's not. It's weird as fuck for this man to see his daughter standing there, shoulders up to her fucking ears, hands tight because she's uncomfortable in these clothes.
How did that with you?
No, I'll just do how I do it because like I'm the queen here. I'm almost as tall as you.
Okay, that's what we're not gonna do. All right, my daughter just crashed the set, and the first thing she says, she just got off the plane. The first thing she says, Dad, I'm almost as tall as you.
The skirt is too short. The skirt is too fucking short. Fuck the hip. The skirt is too short. Look at the way she's holding her legs and putting her hands over her nether regions. She doesn't feel comfortable. She doesn't feel comfortable. And in the industry that is full of fucking creeps, if you was a real father, real man, if you was a real father, real man ass nigga, you would have looked at your daughter before she came out there and been like, babe, are you okay? Are you comfortable in what you're wearing? And if she would have said no, I would have been like, yeah, no, somebody send her back and put her back in there until y'all can give her something else to wear. Matter of fact, I said this in my live because I would have took the shirt off my fucking back and covered her up and walked her back to wherever she needed to be because I'm her father and I need for her to feel safe. I'm her father, and I know because I was a child star that these niggas out here are predators, and all they want to see is my child that looks like a child dressed too provocatively. That's all they want to see. The hip is like the least of the shit. I'm looking at how short the fucking skirt is. She already look little bitty. The fuck? I blame Bow Wow. And I'm so mad that y'all hopped and skipped and fucking jumped over her standing there next to her daddy so that you could go and blame Joey that wasn't even there. That's annoying to me. She can be accountable as a mother, but y'all can also make this nigga accountable as a fucking father for why he's not looking at her, seeing that the outfit is not only inappropriate, but that she's not comfortable in it. That's the most important part. She's not comfortable in it. She is not comfortable in that outfit. And the fact that he's her fucking daddy, he's standing there with the mic and making it a moment. My daughter crashed the stage. These motherfuckers is not parents. You're not a parent because you paid child support. You're not a parent because somebody has your DNA and you want to feel proud because your dick worked at some point with some beautiful woman. Look. This is what I be, y'all in the comments talking about how great he is. Everybody thinks it's so cute. Look, his daughter's outfit is cute. No, it's too fucking short. And the only reason I'm saying that is because of the way she is holding her body. She's not comfortable. Y'all don't really be caring about whether these kids are comfortable or not. She's not comfortable. Look at the floor. It reflects under her outfit, which is why she crossed her legs. Motherfucker. But y'all want me to believe that this is not intentional, right? Y'all want me to believe that it's not intentional, that somehow Bow Wow's underage daughter, one of the few children that's on the red carpet, is there in an outfit assigned to her with no fucking backup. What type of designer, what type of stylist comes with one option? Like, that's way too many, what the fuck moments. You didn't have a second option. The mama never saw the outfit. She goes out onto the stage, which is reflective, meaning that if she's standing there in that little ass skirt, people looking at the ground can see under her skirt. And she is a child. And the father is standing right there being so good at his job. He's so good at his job. He's a good rapper. He's a good actor. He's just such a great guy. I'm tired of y'all. No, the mama said a stylist. The mama said a stylist. Because the daddy is working. So the daddy is probably employing somebody, but that doesn't mean he didn't have anything, he didn't have involvement. Because please trust and believe, I don't think men who don't respect women, I don't think those men actually love their daughters for real. Like, not in a way that y'all think. I don't. I think they feel ownership over their daughters, but they don't really love them in a way that's truly protective. Because to me, some of these niggas in Hollywood, the way their daughters are dressed, it makes me feel like they're advertising their daughters to the other richer men, because there needs to constantly be a cycle of young girls going into these entertainment male circles to be passed around. That's what it felt like. It felt like this is advertisement for whatever rich man to come and scoop on your teenage daughter and what? Save you from paying child support? I don't know. Like, I didn't even realize the floor was reflective. I didn't even realize. That just pissed me off even more because I can actually look. I can look at the floor and see. I can see her thigh. I can see her knee in the reflection of the ground. Meaning that if she were to not be aware of that and had just been standing there regularly, somebody would have known to look at the ground. Ain't it men and boys that used to put mirrors on their shoes so that they can look under girls' skirts in school? Because that's what that's given. That's what that's given. So while everybody is going online so that they can attack Joey Chavez, are y'all gonna at all ask Shad what the fuck he was going through this day? Or are y'all just gonna make excuses for him because he's just such a great entertainer? And y'all, let me see if I could find that clip about Freud. Because I think I might have mentioned it to y'all before, but I've been talking so much lately, I can't remember whether I mentioned the shit on Instagram or on here. But when I read, I forgot which book it was that I read about Freud. We was talking about it in the live because I remember y'all saying Freud. But I just want y'all to remember how that story goes about him actually investigating. Hold up, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Him investigating these women that had hysteria. And what he deduced was that the women had been assaulted by their fathers. Because the fathers did not want everybody to know what they were doing to their daughters, they convinced him to switch what he was saying and say that the daughters actually wanted it and the daughters were attracted to their fathers as to why the fathers were having sexual relationships with their daughters. So I'm gonna start making I'm gonna start making like a something I save, and then I'll come to y'all, with videos like my members only. Oh, here we go. I got it. Because I wanted to, I like sharing other people's content. Because I like, fuck, smarts. Like, run your sources, bitch. The She Center. Okay, shout out to the She Center on TikTok. I just started following her. Love her page. I love smart shit, y'all. History, science, all that shit. So I'm gonna play this video for y'all. Will you oblige me?
Called hysterical for really doing anything that makes a man feel uncomfortable. But have you ever wondered why? Welcome to part 4 of Man Science, where we expose the ridiculous things that we still believe today that were a result of shoddy, sloppy science done by dudes. Warning, this one is dark. Let's talk about Freud, the ultimate ick. So Freud is interviewing these women that are experiencing these really awful symptoms, nightmares and dissociation and anxiety. And he finds something that they have in common, which is a lot of them had been essayed by the men in their family. So Freud develops this theory that if you treat women in the worst possible ways, they have responses to that, like these horrible symptoms. So Freud goes to his mentors, the other Viennese elite, and he's like, I've made a discovery. And they freak out. Number 1, because many of them were doing this horrible thing. And number 2, because they were insulted that Freud would believe women. And Freud's like, oh no, they won't like me. So he does some man science and just totally makes something up that is still hurting women today. He comes up with psychoanalytic theory, which is that, these women are lying, they're not traumatized, in fact, they wanted it, they were asking for it, and they have these fantasies of horrible things happening to them, and that's where the symptoms are coming from. It's their fault. And what it turned into was this awful catch-all diagnosis of hysteria, where anytime a woman wouldn't want to do whatever a man wanted her to, or came up against authority, or showed emotions, or responses to trauma, and I won't even go into the horrible treatments for hysteria. So next time you hear a woman called hysterical or a woman being blamed for being hurt by someone else, maybe give Freud the old punch in the grave.
Okay. And that is the She Center on TikTok for everybody. The She Center. Okay. Spelled just like it sounds. All right. So yeah, y'all. So I wanted to give y'all that, right? I wanted to give y'all that because I feel like when y'all hear people talking about, oh, she wanted it, she wanted it, she wanted it, I need y'all to know where that comes from. It literally comes from the psychoanalysis of women who have been traumatized and how men influenced history, of course, history, into believing that victims of childhood abuse are lying and they wanted it. So that's that's how we get where we are now. And no matter how bad it gets. Okay? Men period do this, people. Men period. Men period. Men period. Okay? Cuz who are we talking about right now? Who have we been talking about? We've been talking about black men over here. But I love using examples of white men because you know how much these niggas just want to be like white men. That's all they want to do is be like white men. They just want to be able to get away with the same fucked up shit like white men do. That's all. Okay. Yeah, I saw that history about the hysteria treatment as well. I was shook. Like to find out that the beginnings of the psychology behind the shit that people repeat so easily on the internet ain't never read a fucking book in their life, but they know how to tell a victim that they're not really a victim. They know how to re-traumatize people, child. This is why, history is so interesting to me because you find out shit like this. Okay? So y'all got to be careful about mothers and fathers that are so willing to offer their children up on a platter to people, because to me that's what that gave. That's what that gave. So let's take a quick little diversion right quick to some New Orleans shit. It's like 959 people in here. Make sure y'all are liking the video, supporting the channel, letting the people know I'm up here today on this Good Friday. So y'all, this is one of my homegirls right here, who writes for one of the local blogs, Neutral Grounds. Okay. And it's how I keep up on everything, girl. It's how I keep my ear to the New Orleans streets. Okay. Cause I'm out here, but I'm not out here, girl. Okay. And so shout out to Renata. She was on my podcast. Like I did a podcast episode with her a long time ago, something I really wanted to keep going, but it's just so hard to do, especially when people don't want to just come to my house. Or, now I have a space where I can do that, but I just got to get back on it. It's so hard in between all of the stuff that I already do, y'all. The everyday content that I give y'all takes a lot of time and effort. And it's just hard sometimes to get back into doing interviews with people. But it was really one of my favorite conversations that I had. And this is, one of my homegirls. And she posted on Neutral Grounds app, I look like I'm okay, but deep down inside, I'm praying my trade don't come up on the New Orleans side of the T app. And everybody was like, bitch, what is the T app? Well, apparently the T app is an app that you have to be invited to. But if you put your nigga picture in there, it's like automatically everybody gonna like find information on your nigga and start commenting about whatever they know about your nigga on the T app. And so basically it sounds like a lot of people is down to this app being outed. You know what I'm saying? Like if your nigga on there, that mean that he probably fucking another, he fucking a man, like he gay or something. That's what it was giving me. I could be wrong. It could just be for cheating, period. But to me, it's giving, a place to find out if your New Orleans nigga that's been going back and forth to jail since he was in high school is actually going back to jail to see his boyfriend. Cause like for me, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. At some point, I feel like people that like going in and out of jail like being around niggas a little bit. Like, you like men. Like you going back to jail because you can fuck men there freely without, women making you feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like under, when the watchful eye of a judgmental black woman is removed, niggas will play Okay, with any and everybody. Do you hear me? They will play with any and everybody. It is about pleasure. These niggas will fuck holes in walls, dead bodies, dogs, and everything in between. You have got to stop thinking that they're above this. You have got to stop thinking that most men are above these types of shenanigans. They're not. The app is for everybody. It's not only in New Orleans. That's why she said the New Orleans side. Okay, the New Orleans side, girl, because there are other sides. Okay, but I believe that there probably is one in Atlanta. Child, that don't even make no fucking sense for there to be one here and not be one there. The icon is a teacup. Okay, come on now. Jersey girl, thank you for the super chat. In Asian countries, you can't disable the camera shutter sound because men and boys taking pictures under women and girls' dresses. Oh, I know that's right. Y'all better create legislation. Y'all better create legislation to let people know when motherfuckers is being creeps. That's how much people be being creeps when you got to put legislation in place so that we could easier be able to find you motherfuckers. Okay? In Lake Charles, I'm telling all women have had encounters with the man. Listen. Oh, thank you, love. I appreciate that. I took my daughter's birthday. Hold on. I took my daughter to a birthday party, and one of the child's fathers said, "Oh, I can take your daughter to the lake with my daughter to play." I looked at his like he was crazy. Like, what you know, like, what you mean take them to the lake to play? Like, I don't trust you people. Like, you should mean we could do a play date. Like, me and you watch both of our children. The app is nationwide. I'm in Michigan and use the app. Okay. In some places they have women only train cars. Career criminal definitely like men. I don't know what nobody said. And I feel like New Orleans is full of career criminals. Like, it's full of niggas that, you know, they didn't do school, they didn't like school, they had bad temperaments. So they do service work or they go in and out of jail. Either way, they end up, you know, being somebody with a long history of going in and out of OPP. And that usually means that they, at some point, was fucking some dude, because niggas be in jail for too long to not have sex. I just can't believe that to be true. I think that, you know, there are some people that whack off because they just can't fathom fucking a dude. I do feel like there's like a small percentage of men that may be like that, but the rest of them are okay with getting head from a nigga and telling themselves it's not gay. They just needed release. That's what they say. You know, for all y'all that think everybody's so fucking straight. Social worker and an exhibitionist called my job for support so that he doesn't go outside and exhibit. I did not know what it was before I got the phone call. Mortified. I don't know what's happening here. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I missed it. I don't know what's happening here. The sad part is some women would have said yes to that man because he is a man and they think this was their end. 10 to 20 years in jail mess with men. Oh yeah, for sure. Niggas is going there to see their old man. Like, stop bullshitting with yourself. But I just thought that was so interesting. And you know, if there's some of y'all out there that you know you trying to see something, go ahead, girl, get on there and see what's up. Go on there and see what's up, and come back and tell me. Because people be lying. You know what I'm saying? People be lying and people be judging. And I'm like, why are you judging and lying? That's too much. I'm gonna need for you to just lie or just judge, but don't do both. You need to pick a side. But shout out to my girl Renata in the Neutral Grounds. Okay, down to the Instagram. When y'all come in New Orleans, y'all want to know what's going on. Y'all follow Neutral Grounds. Okay. Look at the screen so you can see how it's spelled. Okay. All right, let me see. What else? Where else do I want to go, girl? Oh, Clarissa. Clarissa explains it all. It's down to the internet again because every day, y'all. Every day. I'm not joining in on any hate train when it comes to Angel Reese. I have mad respect for her and all the other female athletes that excel in their sport. As for my earlier comments, I'm allowed to express my feelings. I was shocked I didn't win. I was under the impression the category was graded on accolades of your sport. It's okay to be a competitor. It is not okay to put a target on another woman's back when you already know that there is one on her back. You didn't need to be added to the bunch. You did exactly what the fuck you meant to do. That's why I said she's one of those women that have internalized that people tell her she ugly or some shit. Because you look at Angel Reese and now you mad and really, this is how you get your Careshas. This right here is how you get your Careshas of the world. There's a subset group of women that like to abuse other women because they're mad that they feel that woman might be getting preferential treatment from whatever nigga that woman wants. You know what I'm saying? Or the people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, to me, Clarissa is always showing herself to be insecure, always showing herself to be like not as secure and sure of herself as she should be based on what she's accomplished. It makes me feel like she needs to go get off the internet and find a therapist and really unpack some things. I know her movie came out and it's like we didn't even really hear about the movie because she just kept talking about Remy and Papoose. Like wanting to be picked so bad by a fucking man that you override what we really should be paying attention to, which is your career. And then once everybody is not giving you the accolades in that, you do the same thing. Bring up another woman so that you can feel like, oh, y'all just giving it to her because she's pretty. That's what you really was saying. Y'all just gave it to Angel Reese because she's pretty. That's a possibility, bitch. That's why you can't get all caught up in how men feel about you and the male gaze and all of that. Because if you know it's really about accolades and you put in your work in your field, who the fuck cares about a BET award? And that's not to disparage it, because we all love awards, y'all. We all love accolades, awards, and appreciation for the work we put in. But at the end of the day, the biggest flex is winning at what you do, not winning at the award. Like, you win at what you do. That's the most important part. Get your shit from that. Don't look for your validation from outside of yourself like that. It's like she keep trying to find validation elsewhere. And if you that girl and you know all you got to do is set your dukes and knock hoes out, you really don't have to do all of this hard work to convince everybody. You know, she was trying to beef with Layla Ali, but she really needed to learn from the way Layla Ali is able to internalize her shit talking and her security of herself. Like, ain't no bitch about to make me feel bad. I ain't about to give no other bitch all that energy. If we ain't being paid to fight, I ain't got nothing to say. She needed, like, instead of beefing with Layla Ali, you needed to be trying to learn from her. A lot of y'all are trying to rush to the top by stepping on the women that you've grown up looking up to. I also feel like there's a part of her that wanted to pick Layla Ali to beef with because Layla Ali was considered the pretty boxer. Yeah, it's a huge age gap. Like, girl, Layla Ali is not the person for you to beef with. That's the person for you to be trying to get mentorship from. That's the person you're supposed to be trying to get advice from about how to navigate that space, especially when you know Layla comes from her dad being in that game. It's not just, oh, I got in it off the street. No, my dad was in that game. I was raised in that game. Layla's expertise in boxing and just how to move business-wise is probably top tier. Yeah, she started out beefing and was going back and forth with Layla Ali. And Layla Ali was like, I don't know why this little girl keep trying to fight with me. Now, let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold up.
Spar. I would spar her right now. Don't matter.
First of all, she could never beat me, not simply because she's not strong enough, okay, because I would definitely knock her out, but because she's not talented enough.
Okay, so why didn't the fight happen? Layla said, I need $5 million. I seen the interview with you and you was like, the $5 million in. She was like, nah, the $5 million got to be in escrow. Then I stopped hearing about the fight. What happened?
Honestly, the money was there.
In escrow?
It wasn't in escrow. She had to go through some things to make sure she was able to fight. That's when the stuff stopped from there. Me fighting her right now is still the biggest fight in women's boxing. Caresha Shields versus Layla Ali, even in the exhibition, still the biggest fight for women's boxing. Why would I turn that down? People will put up the money for that fight to happen still. I don't dislike Layla. I think with some things she said was disrespectful, and it may have tugged at me a little bit because of how I had looked up to her at the time. But it's not something that can be fixed. Right now, if Layla...
Okay.
You can think you can beat me.
I see the look in your eyes. I see you going there.
I'm just saying, you can think that.
Right.
That's fine. You're supposed to think that.
Yeah, of course.
But to start going in on my legacy and what I have and haven't done and all these things, I was like, wow, that's a lot, you know? So that's kind of what happened. I think that fans don't like it because fans are like...
So I'm going to tell you what I think happened. Layla says the money ain't there for what I would like. Right? So that means I'm not going to do it. Clarissa spazzes and starts saying, bitch, you ain't even worth all of that. That's why she started talking about, arguing about her accolades and what she's done and what she hasn't done. That was because you mad that she don't want to fight with you.
Like, man, we love both of y'all. You know, why does it have to be this way? So again, that's pretty much how it happened. And that for me is like, there's just certain things that are not okay with me. It's hard to come back from. I don't have any hard feelings against Clarissa in general because I got a lot going on over here, you already know, to be worried about any of these young girls like that. But at the same time, I see that she gets into it with a lot of people. She gets into it with a lot of female fighters. She gets into it with male fighters. So obviously that's a thing for her. Hopefully she'll figure that out because you're not going to get very far in this life if you continue burning bridges.
Okay, so that was a part of the conversation about it. Let's see.
Oh man, champions right here. You know, what the future will hold. Oh man, champion.
So look, at some point it was love, and I think that Layla Ali was willing to like do the fight to help her. But when the money wasn't right, Layla's like, I'm not going to lower my standards to have this fight with you. And I feel like she got mad.
First of all, I haven't spoke on Layla Ali in a very long time. Like, I even stopped mentioning me and her fighting because it's like, if we're not really gonna fight, if it's not gonna happen, then why we gotta, you know what I'm saying? I just was like, I'm gonna let it go. You know, I've been come to terms with that. To me, she's jealous. I've been come to terms with that. Now we're just like having to, now I got the biopic and I got the fight coming up, and you know what I'm saying? She acts like I owe her something. It's weird. But this is my thing, right? I hate to have to bring this to everybody's attention because it's like y'all don't know because of social media world and how celebrities make themselves look. But Layla Ali is not a former, she's not a champion. She hasn't been inside the ring in 18 years. Since I was 9 years old was the last time she got in the ring, right? So I'm trying to figure out.
Which is why it would have been a favor to you for her to do the fight. It would have been a favor to you for her to do the fight.
Why every time with something going on with me, here she come. Today, she really offended me today because she gonna say some burning bridges, and if I keep burning bridges, I won't get very far. I've gotten further in my career and in my life than Layla Ali. What are we talking about? Yeah, it's really too late to hate, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not even a thing of, you know what I'm saying? I don't even compare or contrast to you. I'm saying she's not a champion right now. She's been retired for 18 years. That's what I'm saying. So it's just like for her to just keep making it seem like something is what it's not. Where's my thing at?
Do we have to sit through? I don't think we have to sit through the rest of this. I think we heard enough, right? Okay, I think we got it, right?
And they asked me about Caresha, like they asked.
Hold up, what that say?
They asked me about Caresha.
That says.
And they asked me about Caresha.
To me, it looked like in the prime, it looked
And they asked me
like
about Caresha.
why won't it pause? Bitch, pause. 24-0-0-15-0-0. Why did shit say Layla Ali got 21 knockouts and Clarissa has 3 knockouts? And what did Clarissa say? Bitch, go back.
Retirement and fight me. Easy to me. She tried to make it seem like she's still relevant. She's not going to come out of retirement and fight me. Yeah, hit the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. And she's not going to come out of retirement and fight me. She said that I'm not going to make it very far, and I made it further than her. And if I keep burning bridges, ma'am, you don't know my life. You're not around me. Who have I burnt the bridge with? Who I'm supposed to have a bridge with? Because I'm around a lot of OGs and genuine people. So I haven't burnt no bridge with somebody who I had who have a genuine relationship with me. I'm talking about everybody who I'm cool with. And y'all know everybody who I'm cool with. Everybody already know. So would you like for her to keep? She want to come and give this, what is this, big sister advice? Oh, if you keep burning bridges, you won't make it really far. And she said, but I've already made it further than you. I'm gonna keep saying that. I have made it further than you, and I'm gonna keep making it farther than you as I continue to go on my journey.
I really don't know how she believes that she made it farther than Layla Ali, because I feel like, were you even alive? Like, I don't think you're old enough to grasp what it was to be Layla Ali and actually be really good. Like, I don't think you grasp that for you to think that you surpassed her in some way. That's such a weird thing for you to say. Rod, thank you for the super chat. Clarissa has a we know, love. We know that Clarissa got assaulted as a child. We know she's been through a hard time. She has a documentary, T-Rex, before she was famous. The doc is good too. She needs therapy though. I'm gonna go watch it because I want to see. I also want to see the movie, right? But I just feel like sometimes people use the abuse, in a way that's like, oh, this is why she's like that. So maybe we should excuse the behavior. You know what I'm saying? When I just kind of feel like she's self-sabotaging. So if we can excuse it all we want to, it's still gonna have its desired effects on her. It's a reason for sure. And it is a reason to have empathy for her. And I feel like I do have empathy for her. Like, I'm not saying I just feel like, girl, why you keep doing this to yourself? And she just be online every day now, y'all. Every day with this shit. We're running her mouth.
Layla Ali retired from boxing when she was 29 years old. I'm 29 right now. So then you come off and you want to give some game. Layla Ali also is 47 years old. Listen, I ain't got no problem with nobody being old.
You missed the game. I'm gonna tell you how she missed the game. You missed the game when Layla said, I'm not doing it until the money is in escrow. Instead of being like, damn, should I start moving like that? You get mad at her for having high standards when really you should have learned something from her in that situation. She was teaching you even in that moment. I hope that whenever you do fights moving forward, you make sure the money is in fucking escrow and you're not banking on getting paid on the back end, whether the tickets sell or not. But Layla was giving you game just in general in that moment. Layla, yeah, of course. I mean, of course, we're not like devaluing Clarissa. Clarissa is devaluing Layla. And we're just at a what the fuck are you even talking about, like, space in this conversation. Breakfast Club started. Charlamagne the guy said she's promoting a fight that's coming up soon. That's why she's posting so often. But homegirl need management because she's not talking about the fight. You know what I'm saying? And I will want to see the shit. And I do think that she has the ability to become bigger, but that's what happens off the backs of other people, girl. There always had to be somebody else to do it before you, especially when you're a black person, in order for this shit to rock the way it do once you get to it. The reason she says she is better is because she's a 2-time gold medal Olympian and the only male or female boxer to be undisputed champion of 2 weight classes. And that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But does that make you better than somebody when y'all look at y'all actual stats and they have 21 knockouts and you only have 3? I feel like, she's being unnecessarily disrespectful to Layla, and she's not more accomplished. Like, you're not even as well known. And of course, you didn't have Muhammad Ali behind you. Absolutely. But also, now that we know you, it's not the same, girl. It's still not the same. Now that we know you, it's all about you and some man. It's not about you being a boxer. It's about you and some man. To have an Oscar buzz film based off your life and never promote it like you should. It's given she don't listen to nobody. That's what it's given. She is young. She will get there. We hope so. Why was she coming for Angel Reese? Because she's mad that Angel Reese won the BET award. Angel Reese won it, and she felt like she had more accolades than Angel Reese, so she should have won. It was a backhanded compliment sent Angel Reese's way. And she could have just said all of the other contestants, but instead she said Angel Reese and all of the other, contestants, which made it feel like you specifically wanted to shade her. And it's because she's the pretty light-skinned girl, right? Like, she ain't over there getting dog piled on. Oh, yeah, no, sweetheart. We're just talking about this because people were asking me about the Layla Ali situation. So that's why we originally were talking about her and Angel Reese, which is what has happened this week. Sometimes we go back in time to remind people because some of us weren't here for some of this shit, meaning that we didn't see it when it originally happened. And people were in the comments not sure about what happened with Layla. So I was going back so we can see that, yes, she's repeatedly got up here on the internet arguing with motherfuckers in a way that seems delusional and not connected to reality. Okay? But she's a great boxer, and I hope she continues to win in her sport, and I hope she continues to grow as a woman because, yeah, you should do that. That's what you should do. So, yeah, I think it's about that time. I think it's about that time.
I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
All right, y'all. It is another Diddy update. So, down to the courthouse just today, hours ago, Kanye West pulls up to court just as he's being mentioned in the court proceeding.
Hey, no, Kanye West. Kanye.
It was him wanting to close the door because that's the natural thing, but then deciding, I'm Kanye, I don't close any fucking doors, and not closing the door.
Hey, right in the middle, Kanye West.
Looking like a fucking weird ass Avenger. So yeah, he was down to the courthouse. Let's go to Demetria Lucas's breakdowns from the courthouse, y'all. All right. Diddy trial day 22. Jane, aka Victim 2, is on the witness stand for her 6th and final day. She was in a relationship with Diddy from 2021 until he was arrested in 2024. Also, a detail I missed from yesterday's recap via The Independent, Diddy would write love letters to Cassie while he was getting high with Jane. Triangulation. Rumors of Kanye West arriving at the courthouse and being turned away are not verified. One of the defense attorneys from yesterday, y'all. So he arrived today and was not turned away, it seemed. One of the defense attorneys has been wearing a puffer jacket in court. Many people, including Judge, have mentioned how cold the courtroom is. NBC notes Diddy is wearing the same clothes he had on yesterday. That seems intentional. They could have brought him different clothes. It's a way for him to appear downtrodden as the fucking billionaire. Previously, Jane mentioned she took a rapper's PJ to Vegas. Defense wants to name the rapper. Judge refuses. Nothing about that trip is connected to the charges in this case. I feel like the defense are, especially with this witness, I feel like the defense, their questions, the way they're handling her, it is, I feel like literally being done by Diddy. I feel like it reminds me of how whenever somebody has assaulted someone and they have the right to defend them, like to actually be their own lawyer in court, and so they get to cross-examine their victim. That's low-key what I feel like is happening. It's just that he's not actually getting a chance to do the cross-examination, but I believe a lot of them are his questions. Okay. But anyway, when questioning Jane about Vegas, defense dropped several hints about the rapper. What we know, he's close to Diddy. It was a trip for his girlfriend or wife's birthday, and the rapper is an icon. So basically, the nigga that showed up to court today in the all white jean fit, looking like a serial killer. The internet thinks it's Ye. His wife's birthday is in January. So I at first was thinking about Kim because I didn't know how far back this was. And I be forgetting when them people divorced. But no, this would be Bianca, the current wife, who we always see outside looking like a sex doll and wondering if she needs help. During the Vegas trip, the group of 7 or 8 people watched entertainer Antoine. I wanted to say that I'm very annoyed that they continue to call the male escorts entertainers now. I've noticed that the language has changed, and I don't know why. They are escorts. They're not entertainers. They're escorts. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like it lends to legitimacy, as if what he's doing is not illegal. They're not entertainers. They're escorts. They're prostitutes that he is paying to do sexual acts. They're not dancers coming to perform for y'all and that's it. That's not what's happening. The language is very important. So I'm going to say, during the Vegas trip, the group of 7 or 8 people watched escort Antoine have sex with a woman. Both Jane and Diddy were aware the rapper and his girlfriend/wife also were entertained by Antoine, meaning that Antoine is an escort for Diddy and Jane Doe, and then also for Kanye and Bianca, allegedly. Jane said the rapper flirted with her, saying something like he thought I was beautiful and always wanted to blank me, Jane testified. So remember when I told y'all at the beginning of this that the women don't know a lot of the times? Like, they don't know the men are having conversations behind their backs about trading them off to one another. The women think that, oh, I'm just in a circle of niggas with money. So if it don't work out with this one, I'm going to look around at who's the other, rich nigga that I really liked that I would fuck with. That's what the women are thinking. The men are thinking they're all pass arounds. And if I want her, all I got to do is holler at this dude. Okay. Like all I got to do is be like, hey, hey, money, I want old girl. And he's probably, because he views her as an escort himself, he's probably going to be like, yeah, especially because he knows she probably doesn't want to do it. A lot of, like, to me, Daphne, Cassie, Young Miami, it all gives, I don't want nobody but you for real. I don't want nobody but you for real. So I'll do whatever for you, but I really don't want nobody but you. So if you ask me to have sex with Kanye, I'm going to do it, but I'm probably not going to really want to do it because I don't really want to have sex with Kanye. I just want to have sex with you. That's what it's given. But yes, at some point, Jane flashed her breasts to the group. It was an in the moment thing, Jane explained. Okay, like, I don't know why that seems so out of pocket for her to do. They're watching somebody get fucked. They're watching people performing sex right in front of them. And we're asking Jane Doe why she's showing her breasts at the sex party. Okay. The rapper asked Jane if she knew anybody else in the lifestyle. Jane recommended Slide to him. Defense asked Jane why the couple would ask her. Jane suggests they knew about Jane and Diddy or just picked up that energy from me. Jane said, no, ma'am. They knew it because Diddy talks to Kanye and Kanye talks to Diddy. It is a mind trick to make you think you have some power in the situation, that he's coming to you and asking you for a recommendation. Because why wouldn't he ask Diddy? They're all there. Why wouldn't he ask his homeboy for a recommendation? Not only do they have to perform straightness in this way, but they also, I feel like, have to make the women feel like they actually are choosing some of this. But this is how you know that they're actually not. Because she thinks that they're picking it up off of her, because she doesn't recognize, and she's not smart enough to pick up on the fact that Diddy has probably already talked to Kanye or showed him videos of whatever they do. So December 2003, and also they're at a sex party. The fuck? Like, they're at a sex party. If you're at the sex party, you probably know some people, but this very specific thing, you don't always know people are doing that unless they tell you they're doing that. So, December, but the way them niggas like to show videos, I can't imagine Diddy not showing Kanye a video. December 2003, Jane broke up with Diddy because she felt exploited by the hotel nights. Okay, I think this was supposed to be 2023. What do you want me to do to make you feel better? Combs asked Jane via voice message. How can we get to a solution so we can move on? I don't want to make nobody feel like this. But you've done it many times before. Jane was shocked by the video of Diddy abusing Cassie. She had never seen that side of him. She encouraged Diddy to go to rehab. You know why? Because she's at a different point in the pimping. Everybody's going to go through the same cycle. That doesn't mean they're in the cycle at the same time. Like, if you're beating Cassie's ass, you're at the love bombing stage with Daphne or Gina or Caresha. Once you've gotten them to the freak off, Fuck It Fridays, Talladega Nights, whatever the fuck. Once you get them to that point, there's another girl that you're probably still being coy and sweet and nice with. Like, you got to know that there's a place for every girl to be until they get to the end. And the end is the freak offs and doing whatever he wants them to do. But there's a lead up to it. So Jane was shocked by the video. She didn't see that side of him. Diddy changed for the better after Cassie's lawsuit. Jane felt much more love, not recognizing that this is also a manipulation tool, because now he sees he needs people to protect him, meaning that he's going to turn the love up on you so you will feel the need to protect him from accountability, from his actions. He was apologetic and a better listener. And the fact that he could all of a sudden turn that on should let you know that it was always there, and he just picks and chooses when he gives it to you. And then ask yourself, why? Why are you picking and choosing when you treat me well? Because in this moment, he needed you. You just didn't know it. He was apologetic and a better listener, and he and Jane spent more quality time. Usually, Diddy was cold and egotistical. Jane felt that she could assert herself better, and her love for Diddy grew stronger. The enmeshment deepens. But you're just getting deeper into the abuse cycle, girl. That's all it is. You go through a cycle, and then every time you get deeper and deeper and deeper into the cycle. And that's how the depression gets worse. You questioning yourself gets worse. The time frame between when it feels good and when it hurts gets shorter and shorter. March 2024, Diddy threw Jane a Miami birthday party that felt like prom. Jane was so moved that she didn't mind the hotel night with escort Don and her birthday trip. June 2024. And you see how that worked, y'all? You see how that worked? He knew what she wanted. She wanted to be doted on the way she doted on him, but she wanted to be given the attention and the lavishing that she saw him giving Young Miami publicly. So he gives her this big Miami birthday party that feels like a prom. I'm sure that also pissed off Young Miami. That's probably a time where Young Miami is somewhere pissed off on the internet arguing with people. Maybe she was, doing something, but that's given a time where Young Miami had to go be mad about something. Okay. June 2024. And then also doing all of that, and then just so that you can get her to do another hotel night. Something, again, that she doesn't want to do, but as long as he's willing to give her something that she really wants because you're a drug addict for him at this point. He gave you a hit, and so now you feel good enough to give him what he wants. June 2024, the day Jane and Diddy physically fought, they drank a magnum of child. I don't know. I don't know. I can't pronounce it. I've seen it before, but I don't drink it, so I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm not about to go. Click-quat. Like I want to say click-quat, and I feel like that's not it, right? It's not click-quat. That's what it looked like, though. It looked like click-quat. Click-quat? Click-quat? I don't know, bitch. A magnum. They drank a magnum of that shit and drank tequila. The defense asked, so she was drunk. So defense asked Jane to recount the violence of that night. So y'all, when she says that because he was treating her better, she felt she could assert herself. So then fast forward to this, he's still making her do the nights. So I feel like when she did this, pushing his head down on the table or whatever, I think that was because like that was the reactive abuse, y'all. Clico, thank you. That was the reactive abuse to me, right? Because he's been doing a lot of abusive shit to her. It's just so subtle and different from physical abuse that she's not calculating it the same, but it's still revving up the same resentment and hurtful feelings inside of her, right? The defense asked Jane to recount the violence of that night. Jane testifies that Diddy choked her and she couldn't breathe. The defense clarifies she previously told investigators she almost couldn't breathe. Hold up. Yeah. Referring to the videos of her injuries in the days after the fight, so there are videos that show her bruises. Defense notes that she had injuries on her face, but not her neck. Oh, well, we're so sorry that, you couldn't see the bruises on her neck. You could only see the ones on her face. The fuck? Oh, she didn't get choked. Something happened, though. The fuck? Jane and Diddy actually fought twice that night. He kicked her and choked her before she ran out of the house. And when she came back, they argued again about a very young woman Diddy was also seeing. So this is somebody besides Caresha in 2024. So there's another young woman out there that we don't know about. Jane asked Diddy, don't you think it's weird to date someone who can't buy their own alcohol? She called him a pedo. The woman is not underage. Note, the woman is between 18 and 20. Diddy's daughters were 17 at the time. So, God forbid a woman hold a nigga accountable for being a creep. On the back patio, Jane punched Diddy in the head. He punched her back twice in the eye and on the forehead. Yeah, so if we drinking and we talking shit, and I'm telling you that you fucking with a child because she's between the ages of 18 and 20, and you like almost 60, and I'm fucking 30. And, y'all get into it. She go back and forth. She hit him. Yeah, she's wrong for putting her hands on him. Absolutely. But at this point, I'm just remembering all of the coochie pain. And girl, I'm thinking about all the coochie pain and feeling like he could have took that fucking lick. Be a man, nigga. But anyway, she hit him one time in the back of the head, and then he beat the piss out of her. He punched her back twice in the eye and on her forehead. Jane took a shower and Diddy followed her inside wearing pants. Jane called Diddy a fraud-ass bitch and a pedo. He slapped her. She continued calling him names and he slapped her twice more. This is also given that she's angry at him because she thought that they were on better footing, and then she finds out about some child that he threw in her face. That's what it's given. It's given she was comfortable, she was good, she thought they was in a good place. And here he come with the triangulation, making her feel bad again. So I think there's a frustration about, really? Are we back here, nigga? I thought we was getting better. We back here? That's what this reads as to me. Diddy noted that he and Jane never fought like this before. And now the lawsuit comes out and you're attacking me. Diddy called his then assistant to verify to Jane that the woman was not on the trip with Diddy. Days after the June altercation, Jane stayed with Diddy at his LA home. He suggested that they break up. It was like 8 to 9 hours of breakup conversation, Jane testified. Jane says they took drugs and had sex, but no escorts. Jane saw pictures of Diddy with another woman in Wyoming. He apologized for any time I hurt you and said he just wanted to be friends. Jane blocked him, but reached out when she read his mother was sick. July 2024, Diddy told Jane he felt disrespected by her attending the F-off in Vegas six months earlier, even though they were not together. What? Diddy told Jane he felt disrespected by her attending the FO in Vegas. Is it a freak off or is it a FO for something else? Even though they were not together. So he felt disrespected that she attended something in Vegas 6 months earlier and the two of them weren't even together. So why are you upset about it? Jane told Diddy she had wasted 3 years of her life in hotel rooms. Please stop acting like I didn't shelf myself to be just only your girl, she said. You know she telling the truth. She also wrote, at least say you understand that it wasn't cool to have me just doing hotel nights and everyone got private jets all over the world. I don't even have anything post-worthy from our relationship. This is so immature, but the feelings are valid. The feelings are fucking valid because he's doing it on purpose. Oh, the F off with Kanye and Bianca. Okay, got you. So he was mad that she went and did this with another celebrity. Didn't he set it up? Wait, let me go back. Because I'm confusion. I need to go to CNN myself so I can see what they wrote. Hold up. When was the Vegas trip? Hold up, y'all. So the judge didn't even want to hear about this Kanye shit because the judge said that trip had nothing to do with the charges in the case. But it's meant to make her look bad because if you're willing to go and do a freak off with Kanye West and his wife, how much of a victim were you really when you were doing it with me? If you really didn't want to do those freak offs with me, why did you go and do them with Kanye and Bianca? And I'm like, maybe they freak off didn't last 18 hours. Maybe she didn't have to have sex with buku randoms. Maybe it was just that one slide that she really liked. Like you've pimped her into this lifestyle. It doesn't really matter. Like, but that's why this was all brought up. This was all brought up, even though it's irrelevant to the charges. It's being brought up so that people can say, oh, she wanted to do this with Kanye and Bianca. Got it. I mean, she said she enjoyed some of this shit. That's not the problem. The problem is when I say I don't want to do it anymore and you tell me, well, bitch, if you don't do it, I'm not going to pay your rent. Sorry. I still can see a victim here. Because I personally feel like people target sex workers. Like you want people to believe that sex workers can't get assaulted because they always want it. But the truth is that that's really not the case. Yes, it does question her credibility. However, it depends on your perspective. The judge didn't even want to hear this shit, but it depends on your perspective. Because to me, if we're looking at her credibility, she didn't lie. She told the truth. She didn't lie. She said that she did it. To me, her credibility would have been in question if they had asked her that question, and in order to not come off like she was just about it, she lied and said that she didn't. She went on her own to pull it. Oh yeah, it's definitely given that she's personally, like she might, if she's doing this on her own and not the defense, she might be doing this purposefully to add some wiggle room for Sean. Because after everything she's already told us, like everything she already said, Rico. Everything she already said in the previous 5 days is giving Rico. So this part feels like, okay, how can I help him? This is how I help him. I say that I went and did a freak off with another abusive couple. Bitch. Like Kanye not being accused of assault all over the place. All right. Okay, hold up. Let me continue. I needed because they didn't give us a date on the Vegas situation. But it's definitely given that Diddy knew about it. Hold up. It was a trip for his girlfriend. It was okay. He's close to Diddy. During the Vegas trip, the group of 7 to 8. So they didn't say. I assumed. Yeah, hold up. Both Jane and Diddy were aware the rapper and his girlfriend wife also had dealings with Antoine. Okay, so I'm trying to understand if Diddy was at this Vegas party or not. It seemed like they're talking about him, but he's not actually there. I thought that it was like a sex party where they were all there. Defense asked Jane why the couple would ask her. Jane suggested they knew about Jane and Diddy. Okay. Rapper asked Jane if she knew anybody else in the lifestyle. She flashed her first to the group. Jane broke up with Diddy because she felt exploited. So another thing I'm reading in this after reading it again is that she's getting her validation from people finding her attractive. So her saying that he found her he thought I was beautiful and always wanted to blank me. So him telling her that, I imagine it made her feel good about herself that Kanye West, the icon, thinks that she's beautiful and wants to have sex with her with his wife. I'm sure that made her feel good about herself because of who Kanye is. And because Diddy has already pimped her out, the psychology has already been put there. And then you can use this situation to act as if what Diddy was doing was not pimping. Like, oh, she wanted it. Yeah. A lot of the prostitutes say they want it after they've already been brainwashed into the pimping. That's usually how it happens. Okay. Not Rico giving prostitution. Do you not know what a Rico is? Or did I misunderstand the comment? Because you do know that Rico, racketeering and trafficking. Prostitution is trafficking. That is a Rico. That is a Rico. That is a Rico. I think y'all think that things that are like fun for celebrities to do, y'all feel like because it's illegal, we should just like overlook it all the time. Not when it's being done in such a manner. Like, I don't know what's wrong with everybody. Prostitution is illegal. Prostitution is illegal. You can't legally pay people for sex work in this country outside of Nevada. Yes, organized crime, people. This is definitely a Rico. This is definitely a Rico. But I'm telling y'all right now, what I am reading from this situation is Daphne thought that this was her choice, but wasn't she invited by Kanye? Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. So Daphne is being made to believe that she was given a choice in this situation. But to me, it looks like Kanye had a conversation with Diddy ahead of time and said he was interested in fucking with Daphne. Diddy gave the okay. Kanye invites her to the party. He just applies the right amount of pressure on her. She's already, Lucy, like you're already at the sex party. Like you already down for whatever we about to get into. And then, they're in the lifestyle, right? And so she does it. And I think she did it low key to see if it was something that she really enjoyed, but also because she felt good that he wanted to do it with her. You got to recognize that the mind games that were being played have their effects. They don't just go away because you go to another person. The mindset is the same. And this also gives Rico, because I wonder, they would have to prove that there was some type of exchange of goods between Diddy and Kanye, but it's absolutely given Diddy and Kanye had a conversation about Daphne before Daphne knew anything about it. I've been trying to say Jane, you know what I'm saying? I have been trying to say Jane, but it's so hard now that, they keep talking about who she is because like I see, like I'm looking at her as a person, but I understand, but I feel like whoever they need to go for the people that actually put that shit out there. Cause I'm like, it's very hard to like not call her by name now that we know who she is. But I will try to keep saying the right name. Okay. So back to him saying he felt disrespected by the freak off she had with the rapper and his girlfriend/wife. I feel like that was a setup and she didn't know it was a setup. And now it's being used to make it seem as if she was out here like just doing this with everybody when really it was a setup. Like the rapper talks to Diddy. The rapper invites Jane Doe to the party. The shit goes down. Now Diddy can be mad about it. And it reminds me of when I was reading Marvin Gaye's wife's book and she talked about how he continuously was trying to set her up to have sex or have like romantic situations with the men that he felt were his competition. And then after it happened or after there was some type of flirtation, he would use it to like demean her. Like, you like that, huh? You wanted him, huh? You been wanted him, huh? He's so much better than me, huh? Like that type of shit. Like that's what I feel like this is. Like dudes will often like put you in these situations, like on school days. Yes, they will put you in these situations, ask this of you, and then later turn it around on you and tell you how it was disrespectful. Yes, Janice Gay's book. Yes. Set up for Jane, especially after Cassie called him to the front with the civil suit. Yeah. Thank you, Gemini Nola girl, for being a member, my love. The prostitution falls under RICO because it's not just one person that his organization, he and his co-conspirators set up equals organized crime. And this is like this is the second girlfriend that's been put on the stand that he's pimped out. Like, y'all could get into the specifics of Jane Doe's mental, but it's not going to change the fact that he pimped her out. So yeah, Jane called Diddy a fraud ass bitch and a pedo. He slapped her. She continued calling him names and he slapped her twice more. Sis is mad. Diddy noted he and Jane never fought like this before, and now the lawsuit comes out and you're attacking me. Diddy called his then assistant to verify to Jane that the woman was not on the trip with Diddy. Days after the June altercation, Jane stayed with Diddy at his LA home. He suggested they break up. It was like 8 or 9 hours of breakup conversation, Jane testified. Jane says they took, stuff and they did X, but no escorts. Jane saw pictures of Diddy with another woman in Wyoming. He apologized for any time I hurt you and said they should just be friends. She blocked him. He reached out again. She didn't reach out again until his mom got sick. July 2024, Diddy told Jane he felt disrespected by her attending the F-off in Vegas 6 months earlier, even though they were not together. Oh, that was definitely a setup. Oh, that was definitely a setup, y'all. I'm sorry, but he absolutely set her up for that Kanye shit. Jane told Diddy she had wasted 3 years of her life in hotel rooms. Please stop acting like I didn't shelf myself to be your only girl, she said. She also wrote, at least say you understand that it wasn't cool to have me just doing hotel nights and everyone got private jets all over the world. A lot of people are okay with their abuse as long as they feel like they're compensated adequately for it. Don't you work your job? I don't even have anything post-worthy from our relationship, meaning that being with him was supposed to help her as an influencer, and she doesn't even want to help him. Like, he doesn't even want to help her be an influencer. Like that part. And this, my dumb ass thought if I fucked more and did more hotels, I finally get a trip. Y'all, that's no different than Black people in respectability politics. That's no different in the pick-me's thinking that if they just say the right thing and do the right thing or we're going to get to Miss Chelsea, Erica. Hey, Diva. We're going to get to her. She's on the list. All right. But yeah, like, I think everybody feels like, oh, she just feel bad because he doing shit for other people. It's not just that. It's not just that, it's what it represents. It represents that I'm doing all of this sacrificing for you and you playing me out. But it's because she can't see that he's doing it on purpose. Like the triangulation and all of that, she don't see that that's being done purposefully to make her feel bad. But a lot of people think this is what being a pick-me is. I thought if I fucked more, remember how many of y'all be online? I don't care, girl. If my man want it, I'm gonna give it to him. I don't care. I don't care. Like at the end of July, Jane, accountability for who? Who we asking for accountability for? At the end of July, Jane went to visit Diddy in Miami. They stayed at the Four Seasons. Jane previously testified they did a 24-hour marathon, oh my God, of sex and drugs. When Jane got tired, Diddy threw a water bottle in her face, called her a bitch. That hotel night, she took liquid Molly for the first time. She said it was sprayed in her mouth like 14 times. She doesn't say who sprayed it. Rico. Defense notes, Jane didn't mention this to prosecutors until June 1st. Jane said it was a new memory. Yes, because you don't be remembering all of this shit when you be on drugs, and it just come back in time. Something triggers it, and the memory comes back. Especially when you still in it. Like, y'all, people are really not giving any empathy to Jane Doe, and I hate that. Like, I really detest it because I feel like she's still in it. Like, Cassie, I feel like, was able to get some time in between the court case. Like, she was able to get some healing before we got to the lawsuit in a court case and having to be on the stand and you know, process all of what happened to you at the same time. Like, to me, I feel like she is still in real time dealing with him. Like, this just was over last year in September. And I feel like I'm gonna give her empathy. I'm going to give her empathy. I refuse not to. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you know what I can see about Jane Doe versus Diddy? Jane Doe ain't forcing nobody else to do something that they don't want to do. Diddy is the only person that's forcing people to do stuff that they don't want to do. Like, she's not forcing him to do anything. She's not forcing anybody else to do something that they don't want to do. So that means that she's not as at fault. Even if you want to place blame on the victim like y'all like to do, she's still not the one that y'all have to worry about going out into the world, drugging some woman and then assaulting her. She's still not the one that y'all are going to have to worry about doing that once this is all said and done. So be very clear about who y'all want to be accountable, who y'all want to be actually defending themselves on the stand during the Diddy trial. But listen, and there's another thing. When a woman has been in this situation, the accountability y'all are asking for, child, give me a fucking break. If you think UTIs, sore pussies, fucked up nipples, a terrible baby daddy trying to take your baby away from you, like, if you don't think any of that is going to be the accountability for the situation that she ended up in, you're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. Because accountability is actually talking about what happened to her. It is. It's the only way she's going to be able to even see her own faults, how she got here. She won't be able to see how she got here if she can't look at it honestly. Neva Diva, please get out of my comments, ma'am. Get out of my comments. You don't have to be sorry, but just get out. Just get out. Or you cannot comment, but you could pick one. But when we are talking about this is a safe space, and I will not allow people to be in here re-triggering people. I will not allow y'all to be in my comments. So if I see you, I'm going to block you. So just keep your comments like that to yourself. Okay? If you want to feel like that, I'm sure there are so many other content creators that have no empathy for victims and they feel the same way. And they want to talk about how she put herself in this situation and she wanted it. They all love talking about that. Please go and find them. But do not do it in my chat if you don't want me to block you. Okay? All right. Be well, sis. Let's move on. So where was I? Jane told Diddy she missed escort Paul, who was also Diddy's personal trainer. Jane said she was on E when she said that, but she did in fact miss him. She asked Paul to come to Miami. Well, because I feel like, is it not easy to garner what you call trauma bonds with the escorts? It does feel like the women are trauma bonding with the escorts. Okay. Jane and Paul, hold up. Jane said she was on. Okay, yeah. Jane and Paul had sex in Diddy's Miami home. Jane described the night to prosecutors as a love fest. This same weekend, Diddy and Jane discussed seeing a therapist. They loved each other so much, but all the toxic stuff was still coming up, Jane testified. Yeah, because he's an abuser. She hasn't figured it out yet, girl. She hasn't figured it out. She hasn't. And a lot of y'all don't know what abusers look like. That's why we be down here having these conversations. Okay, hold up. Are we still arguing? Are we still arguing? Oh, we're still arguing? Hold up. Let me see. Let me see, girl. I don't want to have to slide up too much. I gave the warning, so I'm just gonna say if I see it after it's 3:29 in the chat, if I see it again, I'm gonna block you. That's all. Okay. And anybody like that, please find yourself a content creator that is on your wave. This ain't that. This is not that. Okay. All right. So redirect. One time, Jane told Diddy she didn't want to do a F-off, and Diddy said, all good. Prosecution had Jane read a message Diddy sent to Paul, also his personal trainer, asking him to convince Jane to do a hotel night. I'm going to need you to persuade her, Diddy text Paul. If she hears from you, we in. Rico. Like, what the fuck? Weren't we just talking about? Weren't we just like, girl, the accountability was in the assault. The accountability is realizing how you got played. The accountability is possibly losing your kid. The accountability is people shaming you for your abuse. The accountability is all over the place. The only person that's not really being held accountable is the person on trial that y'all like to defend. The accountability is all over the place in what's actually happening here. And also being honest on the stand is a part of her accountability. The fuck? Like, a bitch be a victim of some shit. Y'all out here like, where's your accountability and your victimhood? As if I'm a victim of something, bitch. That means I've been harmed. That means I've been harmed. What do you think I'm saying? Tell me what you think a victim is. Bitch, read it back to me. Okay? Because this right here lets you know that Kanye situation, like, I'm sure that they just don't have the text to show it. But to me, this reads that he would make her think it was her decision. He would make her think it was her idea. Jane testified she wasn't aware of that message. Of course you weren't. March 2023, in Turks and Caicos, Jane ended a hotel night early, i.e. 24 hours with no breaks. Accountability. You want somebody to be accountable for having sex they did not want to have with a nigga for 24 hours and no breaks. Because a sore pussy, a UTI, none of that is enough, right? That's not enough pain, right? Having a sore pussy. And if y'all have ever had a bad UTI, you know how much that shit hurt. Burning every time you pee. Don't none of that look like accountability? Oh, okay. Okay, bitch. Cause listen, I'm a card carrying coochie member, right? I'm walking around with a coochie attached to the other nerves in my body every day, bitch. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, there's never been a moment in my 37 years of life where I wanted to be getting jugged by anybody for more than 2 hours. That's definitely not happening now. Like, we would absolutely have to be on ketamine because, girl, what the fuck? Exactly. It's painful. Vaginal sex is painful. Vaginal sex is painful. Okay? After a few hours, poking inside of my soft parts, bitch, it's painful. It's not a good time. I'm not enjoying it. I'm suffering through it. There's a difference. But after, he's going to make me feel better. And that's the best part. Are y'all gonna know? So just for the women in the comments, if you've ever been in a situation where somebody fuck up on you, like they don't have to hit you, but say they cheat on you. After they cheat on you, they got to make up for it. And say they're a habitual cheater. So you was with them long enough to go through this cycle where you find out about it. They beg for your forgiveness. They fuck you good. They buy you gifts. You fall back in love with them. Shit is cool for a little while. And right when shit is starting to feel safe, they do it again. They do it again. And then you right back in this same cycle. And so then what you start to do is to get addicted to when he comes in and makes it all better. So that's why a lot of women stay with men that cheat on them over and over again. You see them having the same fucking arguments with these stupid ass niggas over and over and over again, because at some point there is a high, a drug type high from the cycle and the part where he actually makes up for the fucked up behavior. You fall in love with the part where he's coming in to make up for the fucked up behavior. That's the part you fall in love with, right? That's the part you're trying to get to. So in essence, chasing a high, it's the same thing as a drug habit, y'all. The same thing. And also she's using drugs. And I feel like that's another portion of this, that it's okay for y'all to use the drug use as a way to try to take accountability away from Diddy. Oh, he was so high when this happened. It was drugs. That's not him. But when it's the women doing all of this shit that they didn't really want to do after they didn't got high off of all of these drugs, then we don't care, right? Then we don't care. She knew what she wanted. She wanted it. Jane told Paul that Diddy didn't make me feel like a human being. And I just felt overwhelmed to overperform for a moment I've never done before. I'm not a robot, just a mix of tired, hungry, sleepy, sore. Feds asked why Jane sent messages to Diddy after the trip saying how happy she was. Jane said Diddy had showered her with love and affection with all the sexual exploitation in between. That's why it's confusing. Jane added, I was just able to compartmentalize all the bad stuff. Jane would fake orgasms during hotel nights. I would put on a show, she said. Jane would text escorts positive messages to make them feel good. I didn't want them to feel used, she said. The lack of empathy that y'all have for this woman, and she continues to like show herself as somebody that I feel like is almost like a child. Like, it's heartbreaking for me. I'm sorry. And I know there are so many of y'all that want to act like this girl is not a victim of something. And it does not read that way to me. Jane testified she wished she could forget all the hotel nights. Feds asked Jane why she brings up hotel nights when she talks to Diddy about other women. And Jane says, why do I have to be degraded in order to be with you? And that's because she's not clearly seeing how he is degrading the other women as well, because he doesn't want her to see that part. So she thinks that she's the only one that this fucked up thing is happening to. Meanwhile, the other person is getting all of the good treatment. But what you learn as a grown woman, 30-something years old, and I feel like a lot of women still don't know this lesson, and it's taken me a time to learn it. What somebody will do to another person, they will do to you. Why do I have to break all my boundaries and compromise on myself? But they don't have to. But they can still experience you in the way I want to. Jane testified hotel night made her feel like a whore.
Jane said they use 24 bottles of baby oil every time. 24 bottles of baby oil per freak off. I think I bought baby oil like once in my life, and I feel like that bottle is still half full somewhere. Remember when Oprah talked about beef being bad? And then the beef people like sued Oprah. I was like, Johnson & Johnson need to come after Diddy. Because what he is doing to baby oil, if I went to a dude.
I think that's an old clip. So that was the first part. The second part, y'all bear with me now. Jane, aka Victim 2, is on the witness stand for her 6th and final day. She was in a relationship with Diddy from 2021 to 2024 when he was arrested. August 2023, this is redirect, Jane proposed an all-star party and a freak-off with multiple men when she was high. But Jane was on her cycle and didn't feel well when Diddy tried to arrange the all-star F-off. She sent him a photo of her used tampon as proof. The fact that she actually had to show him that lets y'all know how invasive and how the lack of boundaries. Diddy was upset and accused her of cheating. Jane was incensed. Jane to Diddy, you have flaked and disappeared so many countless times on me. I've nonstop given you these nights for 2.5 years, and this is the first time I just hit a wall and was honest and asking for space to go feel better. Now I'm waking up to more fuck me. I'm not a liar, a cheater, a user, or a sex robot, Jane wrote, October 2023. In the days before the sobriety party, Jane texts Diddy, sex is sacred to me and I can't be used like this anymore. I just wanted to make you happy, but it's creating a war inside me. June 18, 2024. This is the night Diddy and Jane physically fought. Jane described Diddy's demeanor as evil. Jane recounts her injuries from the beating, a black eye, a bruise on her leg, and 3 welts on her head. Jane says she would give back all the money and the gifts she received from Diddy if she never had to have sex with another man. Jane says she has no financial stake in testifying, and she is only there because she has been subpoenaed. Recross. Defense asked Jane if Diddy would suggest throughout the relationship they should break up. That's a threat so he can control her. He knows that she's emotionally dependent upon him. She doesn't want them to break up. So he threatens her with them breaking up to control her. This is not hard. Just because he said that, that's not what he meant, Jane testified. She also acknowledged she didn't want to break up with him. October 2023, Jane bought Diddy a portable TV for his birthday so I could protect myself from not having sex with other men, she testified. Defense notes Diddy and Jane used the TV to watch videos of Jane having sex with entertainers. Escorts. June 2024, Diddy used Jane's phone to invite escort Antoine to her house. She drove to the gate to let him in. Defense notes Jane easily could have driven away. Defense suggests Jane stayed because you were willing to give up your home. You were not willing to give up your home, right? Y'all, what's wrong with the defense? Is the defense okay? Because what kind of fucking question is that? Oh, so you didn't run away from the freak off because you wanted to keep your house, right? Yes, motherfucker, that is coercion. It's financial abuse. Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay? Yes, all women are taught to center men, especially rich ones. Y'all don't even understand that because this is done to a certain extent in certain cultures, like Asian culture, Latino culture, Black men go and seek out, not just Black men, but specifically Black men will go and seek out those women because they feel like they're going to get a level of submission and childlike wonder that they can't get from the Black girls they've been victimizing since they were children. Okay? Yes, no, I didn't forget, but I don't want to call them entertainers because at this point they're escorts, and I feel like calling them entertainers is trying to legitimize what was happening. No, they were prostitutes. Call them hoes, prostitutes, and escorts like you would if they were women. Don't try to clean it up because it's men. That's another aspect. But don't try to clean it up. Because if it was women, y'all calling these women escorts, prostitutes, and hoes and all of that. So the male strippers that are being lied to about why they're there, yeah. I feel they're also victims. I want y'all to know that. The escorts are also victims. if you're in the crosshairs of a man like Diddy and you're an escort, it makes me feel like not a lot of people would know if you were gone, or, you know, escorts. When people are in sex work, no matter whether they are male or female, I believe that puts them at a risk that people feel like don't nobody care about them. So if they were to go missing, nobody would do anything, especially not against somebody like Diddy. So where was I? Diddy used Jane's phone to invite Antoine. Right. You were not willing to give up your home, right? Like, don't y'all see how y'all approving the financial abuse that's happening here? Like, is the defense team okay? Jane, that's where me and my child live. That's a very hard question to answer. Defense asked Jane if at the time of the beating she was aware Diddy was the subject of a federal investigation and she had a criminal lawyer. She was. Currently, Jane receives nearly $5,000 in child support and makes $10,000 to $15,000 per month on OnlyFans. Defense says Jane can afford her own rent. Jane counters she is catching up on 3 years of debt because she wasn't earning money while dating Diddy. And if y'all think Caresha was so different, we're going to get to her in a minute. But I really want y'all to clock how whenever women are with him, he takes over their lives in a way that makes it hard for them to do whatever their career is. So then when y'all turn around and say, oh, she was only there for the money, it's like you're forgetting the whole part where he made it difficult for her to do her job in the first place because he wanted her time. 3 years of debt while dating a billionaire. Yes, because he's stingy. Do you know how many men are stingy? They have money, they're doing well, but they're stingy. They don't want to share. They want to hoard it and use it to control you, but they don't want to share it to make your life better, bitch. No, I want to use my money to control you. I don't want to use it to help you. The fuck? But I'm glad she could pay her own rent now. I am. Maybe that's why she felt free enough to do this. That's why I said Tyler Perry need to update his chip because bitch ain't nobody OnlyFans. The fuck? Defense reminds Jane that Diddy gave her $150,000. She said, is that all I'm worth in 3 years? Jane asked. Defense, did you want more than that? Jane, do you think I'm worth more than that? Defense, I'm asking if you want more than that. Jane, no. Jane's testimony has concluded. Upon leaving the witness stand, she hugged each of the lawyers, the feds and the defense, the prosecutors and the defense attorneys who had questioned her over the last 6 days, leaving the entire courtroom and all media outlets baffled.
Jane said they used 24 bottles of baby.
To me, I think it's weird that y'all are so shocked that she did that. The only reason that it's shocking that she did that is because it's a court of law and it's not a personal situation. But as I said on Instagram Live, that made me sad because it made me feel like she had just went through something traumatic and the hug was to comfort her. Like it was to make her feel like it was okay after what they had gone back and forth with. It was stressful. And I'm sure at some time she felt the need to defend herself. So hugging the lawyers probably made her feel like, okay, they're hugging me. This should mean that everything's okay now. And so when you look at that mentality, it makes me even more sad for her because I feel like there is very much a childlike thing happening. And I said this on Instagram Live that Jane Doe reminds me of children who have been assaulted and how they don't have any boundaries. So they go around hugging strangers. Y'all ever notice that? That's what it's given. That's what it's given. And usually those children are looking to be soothed in some type of way because they're not being soothed. So when they're like crossing boundaries with adults and all of that, is because they're trying to find comfort. The laws. That's only mama voice. Diddy wanted the women to center their lives around him. For Caresha, I think that was a part of the reason the City Girls broke up. Abso-fucking-lutely. Without a doubt. So, as the diva mentioned, Diddy's ex Chelsea Lovelace reveals identity in sexual assault lawsuit, says she's choosing healing over hiding. Let's hear. The former girlfriend of Diddy has revealed her identity in the lawsuit she filed last year, accusing the mogul of dragging and sexually assaulting her during their relationship. Initially filed under Jane Doe in September 2024, so literally the last time the previous Jane Doe saw Diddy, Lovelace is now moving forward publicly, telling Rolling Stone this is about dignity, this is about accountability. Oh, that word y'all like so much. There was a time I truly believe we shared something real, Lovelace said, but over time that illusion shattered. What I once thought was love and loyalty quickly turned into manipulation, control, and abuse. I was not seen as a person with a soul, but as a pawn in a much larger game. She continued, filing this lawsuit, first as Jane Doe and now as myself, is not an act of revenge. It is an act of release, of standing in my truth, of choosing healing over hiding. In her updated complaint, Lovelace claims Combs repeatedly pushed her to have freak-offs, gave her drugs, including ketamine and ecstasy, and at times recorded their sexual encounters without her consent. Do y'all hear all the Ricos in that? Okay. She says she would often black out and wake up with bruises or bite marks with no memory of what happened. She also alleges Combs was controlling, pressured her not to work, and once drugged her at his Miami home during their last in-person visit in July 2024. I was in and out of consciousness that night. I'm just going to say yes, so he leaves me alone, and I'm never coming back. So all of the women out here that have had coercive sex in their relationships, you ain't never understood that feeling? I'm just going to say yes, so he leaves me alone. I'm just saying. Combs has denied all allegations. His legal team said in a statement, no matter how many lawsuits are filed, it won't change the fact that Mr. Combs has never SA'd or trafficked anyone. Y'all just be lying. Why you always lying? Why you fucking lying? To me, he is a danger to our society. Especially because he's famous. Because he's famous, people will give him the benefit of the doubt, and he will then be able to re-victimize people. Y'all know kind of how R. Kelly did when y'all let him off in 2003, 2002, 2001, in them years, girl, remember that? So let's get to Caresha. Girl, Caresha came out today and said, life just got serious real quick. Hold on. Okay, she's going to Harvard for some online classes. Congratulations, Caresha. Congratulations, girl. We're proud of you. I posted a YouTube video from another content creator on my main page, on my community page, and it was because it reminded me of Young Miami. I'm gonna play it. Shout out to Kiki. That's the content creator. Okay, hold up. I want to fast forward because I don't want to play her whole video, but I do want to play this portion as a reminder, you guys. Hold up.
Gina hasn't shared every detail yet, but baby, the breadcrumbs she's dropping got everybody connecting dots. She said allegedly there were moments where Miami acted like Diddy's enforcer. Y'all hear that? Like a boss in her own right. And if you've been paying attention, this ain't even the first time Miami's name been brought up in some shady situations with Diddy's other women. There's been rumors for a while that Young Miami had no problem being the top girl in Diddy's messy kingdom. Some women have hinted that Miami would go out of her way to intimidate them, whether that was over text, in person, or through Diddy himself. Like, I know y'all ain't forgot when she told Gina Hunn that if she wanted Gina to eat her out, that Diddy would have her on her knees. This was on Twitter though, and while it was a lot of fans that brushed it off as city girl pettiness, it's beginning to look like criminal intent, allegedly. Because there are dots, folks, and where there are dots, anyone can draw a pattern. In one of the recent lawsuits against Diddy, there was allegations thrown at Young Miami. Unlike Gina, this one's not been bold enough to reveal her identity, probably scared for her life, can't blame her. But she says in 2020, she met Diddy for the first time overseas and that he invited her to join him on an all-expense-paid trip. From there, the women claim she felt pressured to see Diddy once a month between 2021 and 2022. Diddy's team would allegedly appear with a car with no warning to take her to his homes in Los Angeles, New York, Miami, and other locations. The victim claims at times they was on her neck using coercive and language to allegedly pressure her to go to him. But none of that was as foul as the incident that allegedly went down at Diddy's Los Angeles home. It was here that the woman claimed she was forced to ingest ketamine and other before blacking out. While she was blacked out, Diddy allegedly went to business with her, and a few days later, she took a pregnancy test. When Jane Doe told Diddy she was pregnant, the lawsuit reads that Caresha Brownlee Jane Doe by repeatedly calling her and telling Jane Doe to have an abortion.
Harassed. I don't know why that was cut out. It's saying that Young Miami harassed Jane Doe.
The woman ultimately ended up having a miscarriage. If you don't know, Caresha
harassed her and told her to have, a procedure to get rid of the baby, and she ended up miscarrying.
Brownlee is Young Miami. There's your pattern. Now, we got to be careful because this is an allegation. It ain't a statement of truth or fact until there's a case in court that proves Miami guilty. However, let's talk about the torture Gina allegedly faced. What does it even mean? And what do we know for a fact? Well, we know, 1, Gina said she was isolated in silence. 2, we know she was...
No, the Jane, that's why I was saying the Jane Doe's real name, to differentiate between some of the women that we already know about, and we already knew about her. But I do want to be careful of that. But no, Gina is not the other one, the other Jane Doe that we just finished talking about, not the one in this clip, the one that I was talking about when I was reading from Demetria Lucas from the court from these past couple of days. That right there, that's another rapper's baby mama. Okay, that's 50 Cent baby mama. This one is not 50 Cent baby mama, but people could confuse them because they both have, the Asian girl, like, aesthetic or whatever. They are like, either Blasian or some version of that. And yeah, that's why people are sometimes confused on which one is which.
Was allegedly afraid to speak out against both Diddy and Miami because she knew there'd be consequences. And 3, she's gone on record saying she was being mentally manipulated and pushed to the edge. We also just saw that tweet from hell that Young Miami sent at Gina that will probably bite her in the backside if this case ever becomes serious and sees time in trial. But does this prove anything though? Well, this is where some folks who've been defending Diddy's half of the city girl are asking if Young Miami was really the villain in all this or if she's just another pawn in Diddy's mess. We know Diddy has a long history of controlling his women and making sure they play their role. Is it possible that Miami fell into that same trap? Because she had been...
Okay, so hold up. We're going to come back here and I'm going to pull up something else I want to show y'all. Okay, we just running back old shit. But it's a refresher because we got to get the perspective, right?
Chilling.
How you feeling today?
Feeling good. Feeling great. You know what I'm saying? Huh?
I'm just in your backyard chilling.
Now I'm celebrating. You know what I'm saying? It took me a long time to get to this point to be able to drop this single, And you know how personal like music is to me. And so I'm the happiest motherfucker in the world, Feeling good. I'm in my bag, staying in the light, Hopefully I got people dancing some more. But we need to dance. We need a good bop.
So you back in your bop. The bop is back.
What you think? We doing an interview. I told you we just gonna get on here and how we talk. I'm in the bop. You wouldn't even ask me no questions. So you on that, Caresha? Please, son. We ain't gonna be doing no interviews now. Just talking to my friend, baby. For real.
Who you talking?
Talking to you.
No, you're not.
I'm back in my bop.
Okay then.
Okay, you know that.
I know you back in your bop.
I'm gonna ask you, am I back in my bop?
What time it is?
Yeah, you know what time it is. What time is it?
It's Friday. It's shot o'clock.
Y'all, what's fucking Fridays? What's fucking Fridays?
Let's go. No, for real, what you doing though?
I'm getting my hair. I got a show tonight.
Not no more.
Can we bring the music out here?
Yeah, I want to hear Gotta Move On. That's my song.
All right, you gonna get Gotta Move
On. Look at her helping her man sell his music that don't nobody really care about.
We gotta take a shot by X.
It's shot by X. We single as a motherfucker. Yeah. Single.
No, baby. I've absolutely heard of Fuck It Friday, sweetheart. The way that they're using it is like another word for freak off, another word for hotel nights. You see what I'm saying? He changes the name. Whenever he rebrands, he changes his name and then he changes the name of what he calls it.
Here's a single.
Here's the new single. Turn it up. Please don't want my love. I guess I gotta move on. Sometimes you gotta move on.
That's you gotta get the fuck out.
Turn it down a little bit. Turn it down a little bit. Hey, yo, my DJ right now, my DJ Rob, he ain't even paying attention to me.
No, for real. So let's talk about the single. What the single about?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna wait till next week and really get into that a little bit deeper. I don't want to get into that with you. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about that today. All I can say is
gotta have control. Gotta have control at every moment. Has to have control. She's just trying to engage in conversation for the live. And when he does that, that's a pushback to basically stop the connection from happening, right? So if she like, come on, tell me about the album, she's trying to help. She's trying to, you know, like it. I want your attention and I want you to feel like I'm doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? And he like, yeah, nah, I ain't about to give you that right now. And that's a control mechanism, y'all.
sometimes, you know, you got to move on. Sometimes, for real, with like everything. I'm one of the people that it's like, it's hard for me to move on. I mean, when I got fired from Uptown, I was crying like a baby. I didn't want to go out there in that big world. Shout out to anybody that got fired, though. But for me, my shit was just, you know, I ain't had no more choice. So he wasn't with me no more. It was over. You know how y'all when it be just over?
You think he's talking about Cassie? Sitting on the phone with her, talking about how hard it is to get over Cassie and how she wasn't fucking with him no more? So y'all still think that Caresha's having a different dining experience? Is that right?
You know, coming back, it was over. Real quick. Over real bad, baby. Real bad.
Man, he's about over real bad. What?
Yeah, karma's a motherfucker. You know, no matter what, you're gonna get hit with something back. You know what I'm saying? Cheers.
What are you talking about?
I already took my shot.
Talking about the woman that don't want you no more, huh? Talking about karma gonna hit you back, huh? Uh-huh.
I own Deleon, so I can take more shots. It's all right.
And he does not.
I don't give a. You give a. What's going on?
No,
you gotta.
I don't know about nothing.
Yeah. Where you at right now?
I'm in my house.
Can I get some smoke, please? This something feels so good right now. I'm so happy.
You look good.
I'm so happy, my nigga. Play that shit again. Shout out to Bryson. But just to be putting the frequency back. So we had some parties where like men and women can dance, you know. Mother can feel good. Need a new DJ. Need a new DJ right now. KK, give me a new DJ.
Diddy, what's up?
My engineer out here.
Threatening the DJ. We're missing that, but he's threatening the DJ. We need a new DJ. We need a new DJ. That's threatening the DJ. Like if you don't be listening to every little thing I say, when I say turn the music up, put the song on, then we're gonna fire you and get a new DJ.
Yeah.
Diddy, what's up?
What up?
You with the vibes?
That's give the attention back to me. Nigga, stop talking to everybody else but me. Talk to me.
I'm with the vibes. What's up? Talk to me. I just want to.
What's going on? What you want to talk about? What's going on? What's in the app?
Ain't shit in there. You know, I don't gossip. I'll just call you, say what's up. I want to just have a party with you. All right. It's in the air. I'm in the air. I'm in the air. When you ain't been outside yet? You ain't been outside yet?
What is
I'm not outside inside. I'm outside. Okay, that's what's in the air. Love is in the air. You say what? What'd you say?
I'm not laughing.
What'd you say?
I said we outside.
I thought you said about something about putting me on the sidewalk.
The projection of it all.
You ain't the boss of me, girl.
Oh my God.
I'm on the sidewalk though. I ain't gonna lie. It's rough out there.
Exactly.
But I'm outside though.
Yeah, you outside. You in the sky. How about that?
She keeps trying to match his energy. You can't match the energy in the fucking devil, bitch. Keep trying.
What happened?
Because what? You tell me. You tell me. You tell me what the fuck is up.
You are
all right. Tell me what's going on with you.
It's Friday. I'm sitting here I'm in glam. I'm like, so you know I'm always working. So I got a show tonight.
Where your show at? Where's your show at?
In Miami.
Oh shit. That shit gonna be lit. Yo, everybody in Miami, when y'all see Young, when y'all see Caresha and JT, I want y'all to turn up extra loud. You know what I'm saying? Get the vibes up, lift up the frequency. What are you typing?
You looking gooder than a motherfucker right now. I think it's the sun or something. I don't know. Back the camera up. Let me see you.
trying to use the same tactics on him, right? Because you think you know the game too, right? You a bottom bitch. You know the game. So you're going to throw that shit on him because you want him, again, get the attention back. I want your attention. Y'all don't see this? I'm going to keep going.
You said to do what? Raise the camera up?
Let me see. You look good.
Okay, sure. You can get all that work.
Ooh. Ooh, yes. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Yeah.
And then you can own some shit. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta own some shit. I don't want to hear nobody talking about they don't own no shit, baby. You know, don't pop no big shit over here. And you gotta own some shit. Everybody gotta get to get some real estate. Yeah, let's pop off, man. Let's be big. Let's be wealthy. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
You talking to?
Use your money wisely. I'm just in my bag. I don't even know what's up.
Nigga, tweet.
I'm feeling you right now. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling the view.
Okay.
Everything. I'm just feeling you right now. I'm liking what I see.
Congratulations, though. I'm definitely feeling you. We got together. A lot of people don't know this. Is like 2 years ago, I had offered you Caresha, please. And not 2 years ago. Whenever you was on Respectfully Justin. You know what I'm saying? I ran up.
A year ago.
You said what?
That was like a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ran up on you. I was like, yo, you a superstar. You know what I'm saying? And so
he got to big you up.
A lot of people, we didn't get to that in the interview. That's how we became friends. You know? Getting some money together, supporting each other. That's why she support Delion. She got some pajamas that she made for the women. She made a special pair for me, and I get to do. Sometimes I do these deep conditioners. You know what I'm saying? And hydrating masks. So that's why sometimes I need the bonnet. So
look, conversations about her. It's about her business. Makes her feel seen. Makes her feel like he's supporting her. She's relieved in the moment.
But we moving a lot of work, from candles to bonnets, pajamas. Thanks for the PJs you sent me too. So y'all go to, where they go get that from? Huh?
CareshaPlease.com.
That's right. Yeah, let's get Friday. Let's get into that, man. Let's go up, man. Play something, man. Hold on, let me ask him. Hold on, let me turn it low. Turn it low. And oh yeah, y'all know we eat ours with oranges. Delion tequila with oranges. We don't do the lemon of the lime. You know what? That's some other people. Man, y'all cool, you feel me? Yeah, and I'm just happy, Queen, for real. Just happy I'm in my space, I'm in my vibe. And I'm trying to take as many people with me up with the frequency. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? We all
opposite, trying to take as many people down with me as I absolutely can. That's more so what it's giving.
All rise together. Love.
We gonna go together.
We gotta love each other. That's the vibe I'm on. That's what I'm out here pushing. I'm pushing that love.
You pushing love?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he pushing love because he's selling it like it's a drug and you feel scammed by it. Hold up, let me see. Is it this one?
Back on it. We need to do a part 2, baby. Because we need to do a part 2.
Because we got right.
What up, though? The oranges don't. Turn it off. I ain't gonna beg y'all to love yourselves. I am you. You are me. We are each other. I'm on one about getting this money, though. Because I know that's the shit that's gonna get us free. You know what I'm saying? And so we gonna be on here. We ain't cooning for the fucking gram. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's gonna get us free. Why are we not already free in our billionaire mansion? Why are we not already free right now, Diddy? This money gonna get us free because money pays for y'all to turn the other way while niggas do illegal shit.
I'm gonna drop some knowledge, you know, and motherfucking get to the smoke. We trying to be number one. I ain't even motherfucking lying with everything.
Diddy, catch
I'm talking about Shorty Wop. Go Shorty Wop.
Catch it. You gotta catch the bop. We bopping. The bop that. Ooh.
I'm right there to see it all.
They bopping through it all over. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all think Christian ain't the same type of nigga as his daddy sitting right there watching him be a tweaker? Okay.
Let's see his back. The fuck, let's go. It's up.
Come on, Rita.
It ain't nothing but love. Hey, yo, go, reach. Go, reach. Hey.
We got time for whatever that is.
We do this, Take your plan. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't got time for the music.
Ken, come on. Let me give you a little tour of the crib. Give Ken a little tour of the crib.
No,
don't give him a tour of the crib.
They can only see the pool.
Baby, I got a lot of machine guns over here. They can see whatever the fuck they want to see. I ain't coming up in this motherfucker.
Unless you the motherfucking federale hood. Real, the sound of police.
Come on, Ken, let me give you a tour.
Do what you want. It's fuck. Do what you want.
Yeah, I'm being very clear. It's okay.
Oh, girl, 3-6 Mafia taught me drink us some orange juice, and just when you thought she was and she didn't got super loose. Oh yeah, 3-6 Mafia taught me about drugs.
Very clear.
Okay.
It's all right. Everything's all right. But hey, this is what I wanted to comment. I wanted to thank you for hours today. These are not from you though. These are not from you.
What? Show mine. What mine?
Hold on. These are not.
No, this was manipulation right here. Clock it. Clock it. Clock it.
Very clear.
Okay.
It's all right. Everything's all right. But hey, this is what I wanted to comment. I wanted to thank you for hours today. These are not.
So I wanted, hold on. I wanted to thank you for the flowers that you sent. And then he puts the phone on somebody else's flowers.
From you though. These are not from you.
What? Show mine. What mine?
Hold on. These are not from you. These are not from you though. These are not from you. These are from Gia and Erin, two great, strong Black women that worked with me and helped me to build Ciroc and Deleon. So thank you all for that. Then we got these. I don't even know who gave these to me.
Oh, come on.
I'm feeling like I'm loved today. It did Shorty Y pop up.
Okay.
You gotta put the shit in the sink.
Yeah.
You gotta, if you ain't got the sink, there ain't no vase with Shorty Y.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Why is there no vase?
So I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
So you saw how when he talked about them other two women, he gave all of the reason why they were so great, right? Went to all of them other flowers and then came to her last, gave her the shorty doo-wop, which to me is the same thing as giving somebody a pat on the fucking head. That's what it gives. It gives pat on the head and they, and thank you for that. And then turns the camera back. So to me, that was another tactic. That was another control tactic.
Appreciate your friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Friendship.
And,
look. Y'all peep that? Y'all peep what she just did just then? Friendship.
Friendship. You know what I'm saying? And
like this. Like here he go with that friendship shit.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. I'm gonna let some other.
Not thanks for calling in. Not thanks for calling in.
Other people. I'm gonna talk to some other people.
Okay, go talk to some other people. Bye.
Bye.
She, I'm sure, felt played by him saying, thanks for calling in. I'm about to go talk to some other people. And she's like, all right, bye. And she get off because that's a way to not feel played, right?
Her calendar called me somebody. She went off, but maybe y'all can ask me some questions. They said I'm.
And now he just on here by himself, running his fucking mouth.
Had this talent. I'm gonna tell you the truth. How you work with Love Records. First of all, I started at an internship, and I had to work.
Oh, this is another reason why y'all should be worried about him. Because if this is the way he's handling the people, like exploiting them, exploiting the fact that they're young and they don't know any better, listen to this.
We put him in.
Oh, just asking questions.
Oh, okay. Oh, how do you work with Love Records? I always had this talent.
Nobody should want to work for this man. Nobody should want to work for this man.
Tell you the truth, how you work with Love Records. First of all, I started at an internship and I had to work for free. You know what I'm saying? That's how I started. So I don't want motherfuckers that, first of all, can't get no cheesecake. You understand what I'm saying?
So he wants to exploit you. He wants you to come and work for free. That used to be like reasonable back when you were gaining experience that you could take. But when somebody is like abusing you and then not wanting to pay you, you can't work for people like this because they're going to take advantage of an intern. They're going to take advantage of being able to use somebody that's looking up to them and that they don't even have to pay because he don't want to pay the people that he actually have contracts to pay.
First of all, the internship program, the same shit I went through. I do not feel sorry for y'all. You feel me? But you could come and if you feel like you got that smoking.
He don't feel sorry for y'all that y'all were exploited. Lack of empathy.
You want to learn something? You can come join Love University. Come join Love University. It's my own part of a school I'm going to build with young, brilliant minds of color and all colors to be able to, you know what I'm saying, learn from the hustle. And
don't y'all love when billionaires play on y'all's love of Black people so that they can exploit you? Where's that comment? Where's that comment? I want to stop for a second because I'm trying to find this comment that I saw earlier. Somebody said some real smart shit. Get us free. Miss Kwan, 09. They love co-opting revolutionary language. So when they get caught up, these working class folks stay defending them. Yes. Yes. It's no different than the way MAGA or poor Republican white people always go up for whatever racist Republican is, up at that moment. It's the exact same thing. Playing on our skin color to take advantage of us. That's why I say, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Like, everybody ain't your tribe, everybody ain't your people. And there's a reason for that. But the fact that he was talking about wanting to have a school to give him endless access to people to exploit and abuse, he's not about to stop doing this shit. You gotta put him in jail. You have to put him in jail, y'all. Like, there's no the people that feel like, oh, he should be out on the streets. That's because you're a menace to society as well. That's because you're not safe for the community either.
Shout out, what's Braun's joint's name? Lobo. Shout
That's too long.
So Caresha's working. Caresha's on live. This is work.
Okay, so we gonna take a shot before we get into our questions. So today is fucking Friday.
This ain't Caresha, please, nigga.
What the fuck was that? They doing this live together. As soon as she start doing what she thinks she's supposed to be doing, which is advertising for his liquor. This ain't Caresha, please, nigga. And let me tell y'all something else. A man calling you a nigga, calling you a bitch, all of that shit, yeah, y'all need to clock that as the microaggression that it is.
Hey. Okay. So that's
hold on, let me get a stand. Hold on, baby girl, I can't hear you. I don't know if it's my reception. I don't be having no Wi-Fi in none of these mansions.
No, I ain't got Wi-Fi.
How you like my fit?
Let me see. Let me check you out. Back up.
Tell the truth though, because I could change.
Hey,
Yeah, let us see.
Let me see what's sitting first.
Huh?
Let me see how Christian turn the camera around.
You know what I'm saying? That's some fresh Air Force.
Yeah, the bro shit. I don't like that bro shit neither.
I'm feeling like
They was always struggling with this internet, child. He said, y'all too rich for this.
I'm feeling like niggas got. I'm feeling. Okay, can you hear me now? You hear me now?
This nigga said,
you got Wi-Fi?
not y'all. He's actually typing that. It's not bad Wi-Fi. It's just high fashion.
You lying. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, can you hear me now? Hello? Okay, so we celebrating. What you saying?
Yeah, that's the lights.
Hold on.
Yeah, take your time, baby. All platforms right now.
Yeah, okay. That's all. I was trying to see if there was another one that I wanted to play for y'all before I get off of here. Oh, okay, hold up. Hold up, y'all. I feel like this one was you could tell the difference in energy between this one and the first one that I played. The first one I played, I feel like was more recent than this one.
See the view. What's the view?
Yeah, hold on, let's hope. But yeah, hope before we get to the shot. Now I'm just I've been vibing all day. I've been really, staying in the light.
you know, and I'm chilling. Ain't nothing, you know.
Pretty good than a motherfucker.
Nah, so it's the vibration. It's fucking Friday. You know what I'm saying? We said we was gonna get on live and tell everybody what fucking Friday is really about.
Yeah.
What
Friday is about? For the people that don't.
For the people that don't know, fucking Friday is a national, not a national, a global mental health break. All the negativity, bitch assness, funky, crusty energy vibe of the world. The world right now is just like, so, you know, me just vibrating higher. And so on Friday, we got to say fuck it, because it's hard getting through these weeks out here, you know, just as far as with energy. And so that's when we came up with the fucking Friday, so everybody could just say fuck it.
I just want to ask you a question.
Like, fuck all the bullshit, you know, all the bullshit. But ask me a question, baby. Come on, I'm going to take you for a little walk.
Are you ready for Caresha Please Part 2 with Diddy on the couch?
I ain't gonna lie to you. Your couch is kind of hot. I'm trying to keep my allure. You feel me?
They like what's
you make me expose too much about myself. You know, I'm a very private person. Would you like to take a shot? Shorty Whip Rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot.
Shorty White, where that cocaine at?
No, you
White.
gotta get you some shot glasses. We only take a shot in style. We only take Deli on the style. Like,
where's the act bad things? Hold on, get the act bad shots. Oh yes, sir. Don't get me in trouble. No, but look, this is the love shots. It's like a, you know.
All right,
you got yours. I got mine. Hey, I'm selling my love shot glasses. Swipe up.
Okay, so was that not some hater ass shit? Was that not some hater ass shit? Because it seemed like she was trying to advertise her shot glass, and then he puts up his shot glass. Yes, Diva. I don't know why people not like, it's very easy. Hiding in plain sight. That was mentioned in testimony. F it Fridays. Yeah, because it's another name for freak offs, for holiday, for hotel nights and all of this shit. Also, I was watching another video about that staying in the light shit. To me, it reminds me about how the people that originally ruined the fucking world, like they ruined communal communities. Y'all know they talk about the people of the light, the lightning people, the very white complected people that lived in the mountains and came down at some point to see the tribes that lived down below in the communities, and how they raped and pillaged and then took those people's gods and made them men or gave them brothers or sons or fathers in order to maneuver those people out of believing in the goddess, because you know you can't gaslight people all at the same time. You got to spread that shit out. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it all at the same time, then they're gonna know what's going on. But this a devil being so focused on the light should tell you something. Yes, child. I believe it was I don't know if it was called the Caucasus Mountains back in the day, but the history of how we got to colonialization was the people from the mountains coming down and seeing the life that the communities were living and wanting to rape and pillage and take control and kill all the matriarchal gods. So it was a obsession with light that those demons were obsessed with. And I think that has something to be said. The way, you know, demons are attracted to light, the way bad people are attracted to light until they can sniff it out. They can suck it in themselves and it helps sustain them for a moment in time. And then they go find somebody else's light and take their light out. That's what he's doing with all of these girls. All of these girls, he is finding these beautiful women who have a light about them. And he is taking his time sniffing that fucking light out of them.
Hey, yo, I mean, we in business, baby.
Okay, come on, my shot. Wait, I gotta take my shot. Give me a shot.
I'm gonna tell you what it is right now.
What it is? The refrigerator off.
Hey, yo, here is to vibrating higher. Here's for being happy for people. Here's for all the people that's out there being kind.
Okay, real bad. Hold on, because I got it real bad. Okay, we over here acting real bad. Acting bad on Delion.
I low-key want to watch that Caresha Please episode with the two of them again.
Friday. We said fucking. So that's you acting real bad. Yeah, we acting real bad. Fucking.
Yo, Caresha, did you just take my toast, my nigga?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's all good.
Again with the defensive, argumentative bullshit.
No. So I want you to finish.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I like where you was taking it.
You saw the way she looked off to the side? That deflated her. This is how abusive relationships work in a interpersonal conversational way. And the person that's going through it, they don't even realize it. He's doing that shit on purpose. Y'all, he knows what he's doing. She doesn't. She thinks she does.
Holy fuck with you. I like where you was taking it. Stop playing.
We taking the
Taking
shots
too long,
off.
bro.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go. Act bad. Act bad. I do want to hear your toast, though. I do want to hear. I want to see where you was going with this. Pour up another shot. Pour up another shot. Pour up another shot.
You're gonna turn me into a demon.
Oh, okay, don't. No.
It is.
I feel good on it. I'm about to go to
Nah.
the studio. I want to feel good. I need to be in the vibe. Like
That's why I can identify it. So that's why I can identify it so much, because I've actually been through it a number of times.
my frequency is high. I want to be on Dillian. Like I'm gonna go in the studio.
Okay, but check it out. We're gonna take baby shots. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take baby shots right now. I don't want to hear your
Teach you to coach me. I got this. Huh,
Come on, Miss Kwan with the education, girl.
That's right, Reese.
Yes,
Whatever
you
you
are.
say. Yeah, come on, do the shot though. Girl.
Y'all, the Saucy Santana being in the background, Saucy knows everything.
Okay, you gotta do the toast this time. Look.
Delion Tequila owned by a black man. You do the toast though.
No, you do it. Come on.
Yo, no, you gotta do it. For real. Do it, baby girl, do it.
Okay, we got to take a shot to fucking Friday. Just fuck everything that's going on in life. Just be blessed to be here.
Making her do it again after he deflated her the first time she did it. Yeah, that's something about that. That's something about that too.
You blessed to still be on earth breathing and fuck the bullshit. Happy fucking Friday. Take a shot of Dillion and just period. That's out.
Into my cheekbones.
What?
You know I've been fasting. I know y'all see me getting slim, getting ready for my birthday.
What you doing for your birthday, love?
Pay attention.
My birthday?
I know we got it.
I don't know, but it's Scorpio season, and you know what that means.
Ooh, one thing about those Scorpios.
Ain't about them Scorpios. Shout out to all the Scorpios out there.
One thing, ladies and gentlemen, stay away from the Scorpios. I'm here to tell you, stay away from them. Stay far away.
Yeah.
That seemed just a joke, right? You think that's just a joke, or you think that's somebody that's like, I'm in this situation and I love him now, but stay away from people that's gonna have you fuck dicked out. They gonna have you out here dicked out. Okay?
Ain't nothing to fuck with. If you can't handle the truth, don't fuck with no Scorpio.
The truth.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
You know what? That's what I'm telling you. Stay away from those Scorpios.
They laughing so hard because they know how much this nigga be lying.
They got to be fucked with. Stay away from the Scorpios.
We fun as fuck though. We fun as fuck. We intense. We passionate.
No, listen, hold on. Now y'all womanizers. I know how.
Y'all womanizers.
Okay, but listen, we on live. You give us an exclusive. Like, what's up? What's something that you can like give to the people? That's
all these niggas nothing. I ain't giving nobody no exclusive.
Whatever she's saying is based off a previous conversation about what they're supposed to be advertising during these fucking Friday lives. Every time she brings up his business, which it seems like she's supposed to be doing, he sees it as an opportunity to knock her down, to not engage in the same way that she's engaging.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like privacy and feeling like I don't have nothing to expose about myself.
I ain't working on
tea for you.
Huh?
I don't have no tea. You want some breaking news?
No, I said something you're working on in the studio.
He projecting like you could tell what's actually going on in his mind because it comes out. Like he's actually worried about people all in his personal business at this juncture, which tells me he feels that the heat is coming. Like he could feel it.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Like what the fuck? I ain't say that. I something exclusive that you're working on that you have coming up. That's what I said.
Oh, that's Bob. Birkin bitches.
Who us?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Birkin badges, bitch. Birkin bags.
Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, we just took
No,
shot.
I'll give you some exclusive stuff.
Okay, yeah, cause what's up, Diddy?
And this right here is the recognition that she feel like he playing with her. and I'm getting tired of it, and I'm trying to play my role again. Like I go back into my character, but really she pops into the character right then because it's showcasing that she's actually really tired of having this low key argumentative weird ass this weird ass conversation with him. It's exhausting.
I am perfectly.
How you know it's time to party? Fuck all that. We still gonna party. I just called downstairs. Tell the right rebels what it's snow crabs. You promise. It's snow crabs.
What snow crabs?
You snow crabs downstairs with the dry bug. Oh my gosh. You probably see. I kind of want to eat snow crabs. They take shots of Deli on live. I don't like to mix. I don't like to mix liquor with seafood. It just don't sit well together.
Tell me something exclusive.
Something exclusive is you can go shop these shot glasses right now. CareshaPlease.com.
Yeah. I'm proud of you about it too. You like definitely. I love all of your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow. My way. Oh yeah, because this when Rap Free came out. This is when I did Rap Free.
You definitely on your mogul, Shorty Wop. You on your mogul, heavy.
Thank you.
I need an exclusive.
It really shows how older men can be so intelligent in business and all of these other things and ways to manipulate people. So smart, right? The way to make sure drugs break down in your body in a way that they want it to, like all of that. But the emotional intelligence is in the fucking basement. It's in hell. The emotional intelligence is so terrible. And that's the reason why they want to be in a relationship with somebody so much younger than them, but also somebody that's also emotionally immature, like Caresha.
What? You ain't want to tell your tea. I ain't telling my tea.
Yeah, no, it's not the energy's not right. I'm just keeping in the love thing. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to talk about but love. You know what I'm saying?
No, it is love, but I'm saying you ain't gonna know it. I ain't dropping mine either.
I'm not doing that. Let's have a shot.
Okay.
These people have been crazy out here.
I ain't doing this out here.
Oh, yes, showing the shot. Okay, this is the Deleon shot, y'all. Here's love, light, and happiness.
Let me see.
Around the world, shit.
I still feel like he not using her shot glasses, even though she using his alcohol.
Yes.
What's the reception?
Hey, yo, check this out. Drink some water.
Oh, God.
What y'all thought that was? I'm sorry, I caught that shit. That nigga said, so yeah, go drink some water because you need to be prepared. This is all in preparation for his birthday. So you know it's going to be a big ass freak off for his birthday that she going to have to be a part of in some type of way, right? That's why she said, oh God, he going to try to clean it up. But in that moment, that was, you better drink your water and make sure you ready for what you got to do. And her being like, oh shit, because already it's something that is tiring to her, but she's doing it anyway. Even the moment, because I feel like you end up enjoying it, but at some point it's like, if this nigga wasn't trying to make me do this, I wouldn't really be doing this like this.
I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I'm the shop police.
All right, Diddy.
Like everybody.
Your birthday is fucking Friday. I hope you is vibrating high today. I hope your energy is high. Love.
Mirroring.
Exclusive. I'm happy.
And I love that for you, as you should.
Thank you. Are you happy?
Huh?
You happy?
Yes, I'm happy.
Oh, you happy?
Yes, I'm happy. I'm happy as in.
That's hilarious. Yeah, so he's laughing at her right there. I don't know if y'all peeped that. He said, you happy? And she says, is incorrect English. Diddy's old and Diddy went to private school. Diddy's laughing at her.
The motherfucker.
All right, Shorty, I'm gonna watch you. Stay on loud, so I just watch you.
All right, Poppy. No, I just had to check in and see where you at, what you doing, because what happened? Oh, okay. All right, that's what I wanted for real.
All right.
Where you was at, what you was doing. Bye.
See, all of that, that's so performative to me, y'all. All of that, girl, what you gonna do? All of that shit is very performative. Usually it's people that have no power in the dynamic or don't really feel powerful putting on so that they can like perform that you ain't doing me like you think you doing me. Hold up. Let's see, y'all. Cause I mean I got the energy for it. Shit. I got time, babe.
Yeah, the motherfucking one and only. What's up?
Before we get into the smoke, we gotta have a drink.
This interview is being brought to you by Deleon.
The part of African American culture that it is. So, you know, I'm just doing what I love to do. And R&B, that's my first love. My first record I produced was Come and Talk to Me. you know, the Jodeci remix, and then, you know, all the stuff, you know, Mary J. Blige, and just my whole career, you know, producing hip hop, but R&B is like my first love. And I just feel like that's what the world needs, you know? And so Love Records is an all R&B label. Jazzy is our first artist. And yeah, we making
Fucked it up, tripping, saw you in your all red.
Yeah.
You had on the all white.
I'm back in my bag.
So the last time we saw you perform, I was in 2015 at the BET Awards. So like, what's up? How you was feeling? You brought out Christian, your son, Tiana.
Yeah, Tiana, Jack Harlow, Bryson Tiller. It felt good to be back on the stage. You know, I look at myself like as a ringmaster, being able to, like, you know, put together shows and, you know, have it be a collective performance and give people surprises. So I had a great time, you know, and it really was like my welcome back to just being out here and entertaining and being off, because I was hibernating for a minute, you know. And so I had a great time, and I'm just happy to be back, like just making music, you know.
You back in your bag.
I'm back in my bag.
In your bag. Stay in
Like,
your bag.
you know, you could fall out your bag, but you could get back in it though too. You know,
like,
I'm a living testimony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like eye contact.
Eye contact.
Yeah, take them off. So, how has fatherhood been since the passing of Kim Porter?
The fatherhood has been really, really real, because I was like a part-time father, you know what I'm saying? Kim and Sarah and everybody had everything held down. And then, man, you know, just losing Kim, it was just like I was a full-time father. My life is really like...
To me, that sounds like you wasn't really taking care of them kids like that when Kim had passed away. And then that made you feel like you needed to be more responsible, but you're actually not. Like, you're not going to turn into a parent that you weren't just because Kim died. You're just going to pay other people to do it. You're just going to send the girls to Kamora's house.
Going crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? It's really, really real. You know what I'm saying? Going from, you know, just being on the road and stuff to like actually having to raise 3 girls, and I've never been in this situation. And, you know, I guess God gave me some karma, hit me 3 times. 3 times I got 3 girls turning 16.
Why do you feel like that's karma? Because you already know how terrible you are, so that's why you have girls?
How did it make you feel?
I'm proud of my daughters. Like, when I see my daughters, I just get so filled with pride. They're so beautiful and strong. They're like really, really like strong young women, and they have their own opinions, and they, you know, they have their own points of views, and they have their own dreams, and it's just like really beautiful to see. And it's clear why women run the world, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I'm around them.
So I feel like that's something me and you got in common. Like, I lost my baby father, and I feel like I never really got a chance to like reap about it.
No, the girls aren't karma. The girls aren't karma because he don't really give a fuck about them. He don't really care about the children. Not really. It's not how you're supposed to love your kids. It's, I love them because they're an extension of me, meaning that I take care of them because it makes me look good to take care of them. Because in my mind, not taking care of your kid is not respectable, and I want to be deemed as respectable.
Because I was working, so I never got a chance to like express how I felt, or I never really went through the emotion. So when it did hit me, I was just like fucked up. Like, it hit me at a bad time and had me like really depressed. And
so she's talking about how she was depressed after her baby father died, and it makes me feel like he trauma bonded with her. Kim passed away, her baby daddy passed away. He used that to trauma bond with her. Meanwhile, still having all of these same types of freak off abusive relationships with all of those other women.
I didn't know how to handle it. And I went through like therapy, and I felt like that didn't work, because it's like I'm talking to somebody that don't know nothing about me, and they're trying to tell me how to feel. How did you, like, what was your grieving process? Like, what was something you did?
At first I would just like, I cried for like 3 months straight. I would just be like walking around crying, like, you know what I'm saying? And like just all the time. And it just hurt so bad, you know what I'm saying? And I just I was just like not moving. I had like isolated myself, you know? And yeah, it was definitely, it was rough, you know what I'm saying? It was rough.
It's cap. It's cap. He was feeding off of all of those other women and doing a lot of drugs. Like,
I really could not control crying. You know, I would be anywhere, and just any memory would just get me and really break me down. And, you know, but as time went on, and, you know, I had to deal with the reality, and, you know, really prayer and God and talking to God is what really, you know, got me through it. And I had a wonderful life in time with Kim, you know what I'm saying? And I have beautiful kids, and I'm just like the luckiest man in the world, you know what I'm saying? To even have had the experience to have her in my life, you know? So yes, it's a daily thing though, but I'm back up on my feet, you know, and you know, I'm ready to love again.
Period. Let's take a shot. Shot o'clock. Bartender. Let me get a shot of DeLeon Reposado. Owned by Diddy.
Shit. I need a shot.
Can you tell me about this DeLeon tequila?
Yeah. I always loved tequila, and always had a dream of just having my own tequila. So when I did Ciroc, you know, when I did the deal with them, I was like, you know, if I not, I'm saying, it's so much pressure, so much stuff going on in the world right now, and that self-love is important. And as I was saying earlier, you know, I went through this healing journey, and I had to start to let things go. You know, I had to just really like protect my mind. And you know, I think it's important for everybody. Like at the end of the week, it's just so much going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so fucking Friday is like that time, like after you finish working, it's just like, that's you time. I look forward to like to the commercials, and also taking
you time. That's you time. The fucking Friday. That's you time. Y'all freak offs.
To Mexico, you know.
We going to Mexico?
Yeah, to Mexico, and really just learn about tequila. You know, take you to the agave fields and. Yeah.
Okay, when we going?
We going soon.
I want to go tomorrow.
We supposed to go.
I want to go tomorrow.
We want to go tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go tomorrow though. But we're gonna go. We're gonna set up a trip. We're gonna do it. We're gonna take a couple of people. We're gonna go out there and do a tequila tasting.
Those little moments right there, that is her performing that she has some power in their dynamic, but she really doesn't.
Early on, and you know what I'm saying, really. So when you're out there talking about it, you'll know. I mean,
he's tweaking too. He can't keep still.
Killer is sexy as a motherfucker. Go to Mexico City, turn up, act bad.
Bad. So I'm gonna call you Love for this question.
Okay. Call me Love.
Love. Do you like making love or fucking?
Making love. Nah. I don't like to be fighting and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely more sensual.
You don't like quickies and all that.
You don't like quickies. You don't like quickies. Yeah, bitch. 24 hours of fucking.
Love.
I like marathon sex.
Ooh.
Period. Not a good thing, bitch. Marathon sex. Not a good thing, y'all. Not a good thing.
Period. That sounds real fun. Try to see what that's about now, man. So how did you feel when you heard Rap Freaks?
Rap Freaks?
And I was like, let me put it on your face like the roaches.
First of all,
I definitely think she's into the shit just like Jane Doe was into the shit. I honestly feel like the difference is I don't think Jane Doe has the capacity to be as narcissistic as Caresha. Caresha has the capacity to be the bottom bitch because she would enjoy having control of those other women while they were degraded in front of her. Like, it don't matter if he fuck you in front of me because I'm still the bottom bitch and I know he really love me. And if I tell you do something, then he gonna make you do it.
I was mad at you because like that was a real traumatic story. like I was.
He's not a crackhead. He's chunky because he's a pill popper and an alcoholic. And he's using a lot of drugs, but he's also, I believe, doing look like he might have got some filler in his face. He got some filler done. When he went and colored his hair, when he rebranded Brother Love and came back after COVID, colored his hair, got some shit to make himself look less old, and then went and found Young Miami.
Traumatized from those roaches, and when I heard it first, I was just like, man, she just went and just didn't know how that really traumatized me. I remember calling you. I was like, you know, like the roaches thing was a traumatic situation for me, and you was just laughing, and I was like, you know, mad at you because like that be fighting and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely more sensual.
You don't like quickies and all that. You like make love. I
like marathon sex.
Ooh. Period. That sounds real fun. Try to see what that's about now, man. So how did you feel when you heard Rap Freaks?
Rap Freaks?
And I was like, let me put it on your face like the roaches.
First of all, I was mad at you because like that was a real traumatic story. like I was traumatized from those roaches, and when I heard it first, I was just like, man, she just went and just didn't know how that really traumatized me. I remember calling you. I was like, you know, like the roaches thing was a traumatic situation for me.
He's smiling, but he's serious. He's smiling, but he's serious.
And you was just laughing.
Look at the body language, y'all. Look at the body language, and you was just laughing. And I wanted to bust you in your shit.
And I was like, you know, the Buenos Noches, though, I was like, you must be talking about you. you got to be talking about yourself. Because you ain't putting nothing to sleep over here, baby girl. We on Caresha, please. You better get to telling the truth.
You know why she ain't putting nothing to sleep? You know why? Because you on drugs that's uppers, and she on drugs that's downers. That's why.
True. It's like real. It's not. It's not. But the truth, I be tired. I work a lot, so you know I'm a hard working woman. So sometimes I be like a little tired. Do you go Buenos Noches? Like, are you getting put?
She be a little tired. You think like the times where he be wanting to fuck for hours and hours and hours, like he money long or some shit, and she be like, you know, I just work a lot because I'm tired. Them other hoes, they could do all of that because they ain't got no jobs. They ain't got no jobs. I got a job, so I can't be doing all of that.
To sleep. Ever?
Have you ever seen me get put to sleep?
Different story for a different time. So you ready to get in the smoke?
Yeah, let's get to smoke.
What's up? You ready?
Yeah, let's smoke it up.
So when you woke up and we was trending, like, what's up? How you felt about that? What it was about?
I mean, it was messy. You know what I'm saying? It was messy, and I just, you know.
Yes, y'all watch.
It's one of those days, you know, and so had to polish things up, had to press the reset button, boom, and keep it moving. So I'm not trying to get messy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to just live my life and have a good time and stay out the way, but do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Oh, okay, so you acting bad.
Acting all the way bad.
So what the?
I wish we would stop thinking that shit is cute when people saying what it actually is. Like, it's really bad, bitch. It's not like, ooh, that bitch bad. No, it's like, this is bad.
And I just, you know, it's one of those days, you know, and so had to polish things up, had to press the reset button, boom, and keep it moving. So I'm not trying to get messy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to just live my life and have a good time and stay out the way, but do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Oh, okay, so you acting bad.
Acting all the way bad.
So what the fuck you got going on? What's your relationship status? You Mr. Act Bad?
I'm single, you know. I'm single, but I'm dating. I'm just taking my time with life.
Okay. So what we is?
We date. We dating. We go have dates. We friends.
Okay.
We go to exotic locations. We have great times. We go to strip clubs, church.
Church.
I'm gonna take you to church.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, like, what you like about me? Because people be like, she ain't his type. He wouldn't talk to her. So, what is it about me that you like about me? Like, why you fucking with a city girl?
I mean, because you're authentic. You know, you're like one of the realest people I ever met. You know what I'm saying? And you're authentically yourself, and you're a great mother, and you know, a great friend. You just have a good time. You know?
Okay, so I just want to stop right quick. All this moving back and forth with that fucking jacket making all of that noise. He about to start a fire. So y'all was asking about the drugs, right? These are the drugs that are listed from his fanny pack that would make her pass out. GHB is described as a powerful central nervous system depressant that causes drowsiness, confusion, and even unconsciousness. It is also known as a ZAR drug due to its ability to induce unconsciousness. Y'all, hold up, y'all. I forgot it was getting late and I needed to go pick up my dog. Hold up, y'all. I'm giving y'all a long, good ass show. Give me some love right quick. Hold up. Okay, y'all, I gotta go pick up my dog. But I do want to finish this with y'all. So I feel like we might have to come back. We might have to come back and do this if y'all would like me to finish, just kind of picking out the things from this interview that are telling now that we have more information about what was really going on. But as I was saying, the drugs, GHB, which is date rape, right, due to its ability to induce unconsciousness. Then ketamine, while primarily used as an anesthetic, ketamine is also abused for its hallucinogenic and dissociative effects. One of its serious risks is extreme drowsiness or unconsciousness. MDMA, ecstasy or Molly, when mixed with other substances like alcohol, MDMA can lead to an overdose that results in coma or death, even in small amounts. So those are some of the drugs that she would take that would make her pass out. The drugs he would take that would keep him up: coke, Adderall, Molly, especially if he's not really mixing it with too much alcohol. And also he's somebody that was also taking downers. He also took he was a pill popper, like he took perks and shit like that. And perks not only fuck up your stomach, they cause you not to be able to have a bowel movement. They make you constipated. Also, the Percocet addiction is so hard to deal with because you get used to it very quickly, and then you have to take a lot in order to reach the same high. So that'll fuck up your stomach, and that'll also have you gaining weight. Those types of drugs. So him looking all puffy like that is because Puffy's using all of the drugs. Okay, but I'm gonna come back, y'all. I'm gonna come back. Okay. But thank y'all for fucking with me in this live. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm gonna come back for the rest of this after I go get my dog and eat some food. All right, bye, y'all.